I am live. I just finished doing the Wisdom Wednesday reading because I'm stupid. Yesterday when I was live, I kept thinking that yesterday was today. So I kept saying, I'm going to be going live tomorrow at 5 and 9, which was wrong. But I told everybody I was going to go live at 9, so here I am. And then tomorrow, there's one scheduled for 9, but also one for the Patreons at 5. So we'll see what happens tomorrow night. I'm here right now because I told people last night I'd be here right now. But yeah, let's give YouTube a minute to tell people I'm here. Oh, look at that. There I am. Hello, Bridget. I don't know if anybody else is here because it doesn't usually tell me correctly. It likes to lie. Aha! There they are. See? It says there's one here, but I'm looking at it on my other account. So, there should at least be 2. I'm good. How are you? It's been a weird couple of, hours, or it's been a weird, 24 hours. Last night was weird. The energy was weird last night. For sure. Hello, how are you? I got pulled over last night. I left my exit, and I wasn't even to the next exit, and I got pulled over. I was going 59 miles per hour in a 60, and it was a lady cop, and she was like, you were kind of close to the white line. That's why she pulled me over, because I was close to the white line. Would you rather me be in the middle? Would you rather me be out there trying to hit people? What are you talking? I'm not speeding. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not swerving. I'm just too close to the white line. Screw you, lady. Where are you coming from? Where are you going? Blah, blah, blah. I don't like that shit. Yeah, eclipse energy was weird. And then I was all stressed out. I was like, I don't like that. Hello, how are you? How are you? Yeah, it was weird. Have you ever heard of that? You're too close to the white line? I'm not speeding. I'm not swerving. I'm just too close to the line. And she comes back and she's like, it's a warning. A warning for what? What ticket are you gonna give me? She was too close to the white line. My it's a Jeep. It's big. I don't want to be close to the people that are passing me, that are going 90, because I'm going 59 in my old ass Jeep. But it was weird. It was just so many weird things like that. And last night I was live, and I went last minute, and I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna go or not, because I didn't tell anybody, and I don't know, because I could have done it tonight, because the full moon is around for a few nights. So I had been going back and forth. But because I went live last night, I was like, I'm going live tomorrow twice, which wasn't true. But because I told people, here I am, so then I gotta go live again tomorrow. But it's just been a weird 24 hours. It is bullshit. Here are your subscribers. Thank you. Driving to, I know, at first I was like, what am I doing wrong? Oh my God. I didn't even think she was pulling me over, because there was 2 cops, and they were state cops. She put her lights on, and as I was like, okay, I guess I'm getting pulled over, another one went flying by me. So obviously they weren't too concerned about me being harmful, but it was weird. It was just weird. Just weird. Just a weird situation. I've never had that. Now that's a new thing. That's a new unlocked, can't be too close to the line. No. No. Please no. But yeah, that happened. At least I didn't get a ticket. I don't even think that they could give me a ticket for that. What are you gonna say? She was going 1 mile under the speed limit, too close to the white line. And she laughed at me because I was wearing my robe. Alright, let's see. I am live. Oh, no, not love. I am live. Okay, so we're doing free live readings. It's kind of like a first come, first serve. If you're in here and you have a question, you can ask a question, or if you're just open to receive, you can say you're open to receive. I'm not going to stay on for every single person that's up in here, but I will do it for the ones that I can do it for. So, yeah, it was weird. Driving too well, following the speed limit. It was definitely like, I was definitely on edge after that. I was like, oh no. And then it was wicked foggy, and it was wicked bright out and foggy, which is a weird combination. It's a weird ass combination to be both. Like, you would think the fog would take the brightness away. All right, let's see. I have an open to receive with Soul Sister and an open with Chris. All right. And before I came on here, I was waiting for the Wisdom Wednesday to upload on Patreon. I pulled out this card just randomly out of this box. And it was like, look at the fucking moon. It says, just look at that thing. It's lovely as fuck, right? You're welcome. So I feel like all of you might need to look at the moon right now because it is kind of a special moon. But yeah, that one came out, and I thought it was kind of funny because it's a full moon. So open for Soul Sister. I'm going to use my Celestial Oracle right now. And almost like a whiteout in the snow when that happened. Yeah, it was just a weird vibe. I was so nervous after I got pulled over that I was like, I feel like I started driving worse. Too close to the line. My dad was asleep, so like I told him today. He's like, what the hell? Are you kidding me? I didn't think that was the thing either, but yeah. So we have layers, which again, anybody that's coming in here right now for the to listen or be around, these messages may resonate for everybody in the collective right now. These are repetitive messages that I can see already. I just did the Wisdom Wednesday reading. I did a bunch of messages last night. So the serpent is heavy in the energy, and it says layers, shed outgrown aspects. And it's funny because I designed something today with a serpent on it, and I was trying to word it a certain way, and I was like, shed the outgrown layer, snake shedding, just to make it look right and also make sense, because I'm making some new merchandise stuff. But it's just so many serpent energies, and the serpent connects with the root, connects with our basic needs, our instinct, our survival. It's about letting go of the past, which is a theme within the energies right now. Things that started in 1998, things that were back in 2015 and 16, in March and September, significant events from those times are closing. Cycles are closing, and we're shedding the outgrown aspects, and we're going to be blessed when we do that, when we let go of the deep wounds. So Soul Sister is the one that I'm doing for this right now. It says deep wounds, clearing emotional block, elixirs and crystals. But like I said, these are messages that are heavily in the collective, so take it as it resonates for the others. But any deep wounds that you have, or any wounds that were begun at that time, we're releasing and letting go right now, and shedding those outgrown energies that no longer serve us. Hello. So yes, I'm doing live readings for as many as people as I can do while I'm here, so people can either say they're open to receive or put a question in, and I'm gonna just kind of grab them. I'm doing Soul Sister and then Chris, and seeing what comes through. But anybody that's in here listening, take what resonates for yourself. I feel like people just pop in to get a message sometimes. I do that. Sometimes I pop in on lives, random lives, because they do that in they put lives through the shorts now. So once in a while I'll see that. Okay, somebody else is open to receive. So we have Divinity in Men, which says cycles of creation and destruction leading to destined divinity. So this is exactly what I was just saying. These layers that we're shedding, these old emotional wounds, these cycles that began long ass time ago, you may not even know specifically, but for some of you, you may. Because for myself, I'm not good with time and years and all of that, but when I'm thinking of these specific dates that have been popping up in the astrological guidances and stuff, I'm like, I actually know where I was then. And I know what was significant for that timeline. So go look and see, maybe you can pull back your memory, or look at your memories on Facebook. It might jog your memory, and see what cycles are ending and what new cycles are beginning. I feel like we're opening up to abundance right now with Saturn energy, Capricorn energy. It says karma, order, structure, maturity, being more professional, putting up the boundaries, committing ourselves to things, becoming more organized and disciplined at this time. and stubborn for our success and our moving forward. This is like that Capricorn energy, like getting it done, getting the work done within and getting the work done externally. And look, there's another freaking serpent. I can't believe how many times the serpent has been showing up, not just in my readings, not just like when I'm designing, but like all over the place. It's been a lot. This is symbolism. There's a deeper meaning behind the serpent. There's a deeper meaning, like the serpent is the one that has its whole body connected to the earth. So it may also be like a time to remember to ground, because I feel like this energy has had me like, like I have no idea what day it is and I'm just going to keep doing things and getting pulled over. Just weird random crap that isn't the average normal thing. So I'm being guided to just ground you guys for a moment, because I didn't even do this. But I had just done the other reading. I had just done my Wisdom Wednesday for Patreon, so I had already had like space set up. I had incense going. But the people that are here right now, take a moment to get into the present. Just allow yourself to imagine roots coming down from your feet and putting those down into Mother Earth through all the layers of the rock and the dirt. And asking the Great Spirit, Creator, asking the archetypes, the ascended ones, asking for the serpent to join us as we shed the outgrown aspects of ourselves, as we let go of those layers and those cycles that are no longer serving us. We can imagine the new beginnings that are going to be birthed as we go through this, again, this Ouroboros cycle, the serpent eating its own tail. It's a cyclical thing. Like, you're just going deeper and deeper and deeper into stuff, but you are the determining factor of, are you going to repeat things, or are you going to clear things and then like give birth to whole new things? So it's important right now to let go of the things that have been hindering you, or you've been holding on to, or you've been allowing to derail you or distract you or to keep you from your success and your blessings. It's time to get committed to this transformation and cleansing and getting grounded and stable in this present moment. We also have Cancer coming through with caring, compassionate, passionate. There's another siren. I feel like when I got pulled over last night, because I don't get pulled over. It felt like a red flag, like, because I look at everything like spirit messages. So I'm like, what are you guys telling me? Like, what's going on? And then tonight when I went to the store, I had the dogs with me. I felt like some guy tried to, like, he came in and then like beeped at me. We weren't even near each other. I don't know him, but like I keep having these instances where like cars are getting really close to me. They're crossing over the fucking lines and stuff. So it's probably why I'm close to the white line. But I feel like there's this energy around right now. It's like sirens are in the air, paying attention to protect ourselves so that we can care and be compassionate for ourselves in the right way, so we can be reliable, grounded, and stable in the right way, and not get ran over by people or old energies that no longer serve us. Like, if you're a people pleaser, it's time to let go of being a people pleaser. It's time to stop doing that shit, because stuff circulates. Look, another serpent eating a tail, the death and the rebirth. Okay, Scorpio, Pluto energy, the deep bonds. So some of you may have deep bonds with your parents or with your siblings or with romantic partners or people that you were friends with, that it's right now is the opportunity to cut and clear. And I caught myself earlier looking at something on Facebook, like a memory, and it was like people that did me dirty years ago, and I was like, I caught myself start to think, I wish I never met them. But I was like, no, I'm glad I met them. I'm glad I went there. I'm glad I learned all I learned and did all I did and expanded on, met all the other people that I met and all of the things that came about from it. But originally, when I first saw it, I was like, I fucking wish I never met you. But I caught myself instantaneously. So it's like that siren to catch yourself, because you are the creator of your reality. You can go back into those old cycles or hold on to those old resentments, or allow things to remain hidden. So it's time to bring up, like, where are the hidden resentments, where are the hidden blocks, where are the hidden things that are underneath the surface that need to be acknowledged, so you can be successful and achieve your fame and your fortune and your legacy in this lifetime, so you can have the clarity with the sun. The sun came through a lot last night, which was like all about confidence and passion, the inner child, royalty, higher positions, good health. And then Uranus is here with our friends and our relationships, our community, things that are unseen, transformation, a revolution, which just came through in the Wisdom Wednesday. Like, we're going through a revolution, like a spiritual revolution within our souls right now, and it's going to progress us forward. We're going to be moving into a new frequency. Okay, so pay attention to the things that are coming up within your intuition, and listen to your inner drive to get things going. You know, fire yourself up with your free spirit. Be independent. Don't let anybody hold you back. Light codes of awakening are breaking old paradigms. We're being bombarded right now. I feel like there's a lot of energies coming in from multiple places. Like, we got the eclipse, we got the full moon, which is a super full moon. But we also have like the different things, like the transits that are going on that they haven't been here since the last time we had like a civil war and stuff. So that type of unrest, or that type of like rising up and changing structures, is present. It may not happen where we have another civil war, but we might have a civil war within ourselves, or we might have like a transformation within the way that we're seeing things in this world. But yeah, light codes of awakening or breaking old paradigms just came through again. And illuminating the stagnation. Clarity will shine upon you again. Open your eyes and smile with new friends. It's time to let go of the old icky stuff. It's time to just let it go and let new people come in and take that place, so that you can have gentle, healing, like sensitive people that are emotional support, that are charming, right? So intuitively analyze the people that are showing up, but know that this is a time of endings and closings out of those old, worn out energies that just don't serve you anymore. So, is there anything else that this individual... I'm going to grab you one of these. I pulled these over tonight. I was doing some deep cleaning today, and I found some stuff. So, these are like little rune ones. They're cards, but they're runes. I have the witch's runes over there too, but I want to get a rune. And it has like a little map. But they're little cards with the runes. What does this person need for Soul Sister? You're welcome. Get that back in there. What's Soul Sister rune? What rune for the Soul Sister? For the souls. And that's an interesting name too, Soul Sister. Be open to new soul sisters. Be open to the right soul sisters. Let go of the old soul sisters. Even if it's not like a sister. It could be a mister. It could be a brother. It could be a father. It could be a lover. It could be a person that you work with. Where is her freaking thing? Does she not have one? What's going on? There we go. Come on. You have the horsey here. There's a horse here. So the horse for me is about like freedom and moving forward. But it's called Thwaz. I think I probably butcher all of this. I'm not really good with these. I need the little like thing here. Ewaz. It's an E. I thought that was a T. That's an E. Ewaz is about teamwork, trust, harmony, marriage, and loyalty. Like I've been saying, finding the right people to come together with, a marriage between you and those who are going to be supportive. You also have algas here, which I think I'm saying it probably wrong, but I've seen this one before. This one's good for defense and courage, protection. So like I said, the sirens and stuff, protect yourself right now so that the true love of a lifetime can come into your life, the right people, the right opportunities. And then with manas, it says humanity, intelligence, awareness, society, learning. Like I said, society's learning things right now that's going to be shifting our foundation and shaking things up. Like our foundation within us, our structures around us, things are going to be really changing. So just use the wisdom that you've learned through your life to help guide you at this time. And then this last one is Burkano, and it says birth, sanctuary, life change, fertility, secrets. All of the other stuff that was coming through, like the hidden secrets, the things that have been suppressed, the things that have been hindering you under the surface, the shadow work that's needing to be illuminated right now to help you birth a new change into your reality. You're very fertile at this time, which is, again, a recurring message. I keep telling people, use protection if you're doing any freaky deaky stuff because you might get pregnant. But yes, it's an opportunity for new beginnings. So thank you very much. Hello, 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 Paloma. I'm focusing on my work now, but I want to open up for love without being so delusional about it. I still don't know if I was delusional or if it was real. Okay, I'm going to do Chris, and then I'll come back down. Oh, okay, there's more people. Where's she? Where was I? Let me catch up. Boopity bop. There we go. Okay, so Chris is next, then Jen, Witz, and then Paloma. I cut off completely from my idea of twin flame and I feel good, but still confused. I dreamt of him last week. I don't feel addicted to him anymore, but of course I'm confused for everything that happens. I get it. We'll talk about it when I get there. So if you have any specific question about that, or if you just want me to go off of what you're mentioning in your comments, I can do that. But for right now, I'm going to do Chris. Chris was open to receive. We can look at the Lyran Master. This is more synchronicity because, like I said, I was making things earlier. I made a Lyran one, and I made a Serpent one, and I made a couple of different things. But the one with the Lyran, I put the lion on it. I put the 888 on it, and it was like it's like a backpack with the lion on it. So cool. It's black and white. But this says Lyran Master, manifesting master of good and bad, regal strength from the dawn of time. We are all connected to this energy of the Lyrans. The Lyrans are our ancient ancestors. They're pretty much responsible for seeding a lot of the things that we see. When you look at ancient Egypt, the Sphinx, the half human, the half lion things, that's the Lyran energy. And they're very royal and regal and powerful. They manifest very, very well. However, if they're focused on bad things, they manifest that really, really well. So be mindful at this time that you are very strong within your manifesting abilities, but if you focus on the wrong thing, like when I said earlier, like, oh, I wish I never met, oh, never mind, I'm glad I met them. Like those quick little moments of checking ourselves so that we don't wreck ourselves. So the divine dessert says, sweet treats of ecstasy, a true divine delicacy. I feel like you're going to be seeing the treats and the rewards of a positive mindset. Yes, you're going to have balance. And it says balance, diplomatic, harmonizing, Libra energy, balancing the scales. So if you've been in a time of lack, or you've been in a time of pain, or you've been through some difficulties, all those years been culminating and growing and all of that, it had a lasting impact on you, but you have the final say so on how much it impacts you, for how long it impacts you. And so for others too that are here, listen to that. We get to be the determining factor on how long we let things play out, or how long we entertain things. Like we can recognize where we're going wrong. We usually know. So things have a lasting impact, but you get to decide how long that's going to be lasting. So Encoded Cosmos says everything has an origin story, and every story has pieces that lead back to tomorrow. No matter how far you go, there you will be. So this is basically like, again, a cycle. Like the things that, no matter how much we try to deny something, or how much we try to avoid something, or how much we try to like just accept something, sometimes we just keep missing the mark. We keep forgetting something, or we keep like overriding something. And this is basically saying, like, no matter what, you're going to keep coming back to the same place until you get it right. So, or until you get to the next level. But I feel like basically they're saying you're just going to keep running into yourself. You're going to keep running into these experiences that are here to be shaking things up for you. This says shaking up the monotony. These planetary shifts are present to leave a lasting impact. You have the opportunity right now to face yourself and to face what's going on internally and around you in your life and up here, so that you don't cyclical back around into the same old story, right? We don't want to go through the same old story. It's not a straight path, we don't always have to be rising up to get better. Like, it's okay to have the ups and the downs, the things that work and the things that fail, the good days and the bad days. But you'll notice over time you are rising as you do the work, and you're consciously focusing on shifting the mindset and shifting the energy and looking for the things that are hidden under the surface. That's a big thing right now. Tons of shadow work stuff coming up, which has been coming up for a while. Like, shadow work is very, very necessary for us. Sleepless dreams and seas of thought, nocturnal waves. I feel like this is, again, representative of the shadow, of the unconscious, of the things that we have discarded, that we are like, because our shadow is basically like the things that I was talking about last night. Sometimes we have a moral compass inside of us that's like, that's wrong and I couldn't do that. But other people do it. And they piss us off when they do it, because like, that's wrong and I couldn't do that. But we've discarded that part of ourselves. So that's why we get triggered and like, whoa. So it can manifest in so many ways, but it's time to look for the discarded parts and to figure out like who's triggering you or what's triggering you in this reality, so that you can accept that discarded part of yourself and integrate it and like maybe use it a little bit. I saw I think it was like a Judge Judy thing, and like the Judge Judy was like, well, you maybe do benefits. I can't remember. Somebody was like mad at their stepmom. I can't stand her. Blah, 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 blah. And the person was like, well, you might actually be benefiting to act like her a little bit, because the problem was this person had no boundaries. They were like a people pleaser. Everybody's taking advantage of them, and their life sucked. But the stepmom was a fucking bitch and was like, no, I'm not doing anything for anybody. Blah, 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 blah. And she hated her, but she was, you know, hating that rejected part of herself that can't stand up for herself, that didn't have those boundaries. So I feel like right now is time to look into that, because it's going to help you with your partnerships. It's going to help you with the contracts that you have, the relationships, like different partnerships. It could be romantic, it could be friendship, it could be family. But again, this is another theme that's been coming through strongly right now, is to figure out what contracts are we ready to like heal, cleanse, release, revoke, and what new contracts are we bringing in place? Or are we rewriting contracts? You know, are we're shedding the outgrown aspects, again with the serpent, getting rid of those deep wounds. And this says beams of ascension, light codes of awakening, breaking the old paradigm. So like I said, a lot of times we get these repeating messages because it's just what's in the collective. But the 9th house is here with philosophy, beliefs, and religion. So I'm getting like Alan Watts, like maybe listening to some Alan Watts, or like a guided meditation to meet the shadow would be very helpful for people right now, to find those beliefs and to find those discarded aspects of themselves, so that they can get driven and optimistic again and overcome anything that's been repetitively playing out in their life. And then Celestial Created says, from far away, another time and place, where you live among a peaceful race. So even that, right? Like as a starseed, I feel like the star seeds, we feel that like unconditional, like we don't understand war and hate and like all the weird crap that happens here, but we've come here to experience it. So when we get upset and triggered by that stuff, that could be part of our discarded parts. I'm not saying go out and harm people and do horrible things, but it's okay to be angry. It's okay to express, like everything has been created to be created and to be like experienced and to be felt and to be, you know, like played with. But how you play with it, how you go with it, how you express it is up to you. Some people take it too far, but they still have that freedom. They still have that free will to go that far. And then whatever lessons they learn from that, or karma they come back for that, like say they murder somebody, they're going to come back and do something else, and maybe they get murdered. But in order to break out of those patterns of coming back and repeating these things over and over, getting stuck in this like never-ending reincarnation cycle here, going within and figuring out like what parts of myself have I discarded, or what parts of myself am I not acknowledging enough or not harnessing enough to help me, so that I can cut the cords to the bullshit and be strong and powerful. It says ask Archangel Michael to assist, cut the cords, and release any and all he may have missed. And then again with the 8th house, I circulate. Things are just circulating. I feel like these messages are just going to keep repeating. The deep bonds, the things that have been around, we're cutting the cords from them. And we are exploring the internal planes. Consciousness creates all of your dreams. Pay attention to your dreams. Maybe do a dream journal right now. But going within and exploring that internal plane is going to help you to create your dreams. It's going to help you to be like, oh, that's where the block has been. It's going to change your perspective. It's going to help you to see from a grander scale and to recognize like how simple something was or how easy something can be. And also say that to the universe too. Be like, show me how good it gets. Show me how easy it can be. Like catch those thoughts before they come out. Like, why is it so hard? What am I going to do? Oh my God, it's just more bad. No, we're going to, and then ancient activation, allow for the ancestors to access and assist you. So again, in meditation would be a good time for them to be able to get to you and connect with you and support you. And I'm going to see what comes through with the this little guy here. Oh, I thought it was up. Noted. Things have been going much better, getting my points across with them in a digestible way. Awesome sauce. Keep it up. Keep it up. You got the cow or the bull. You got a me. I'm a Taurus. Brr. It looks like an N, and it's called yours. And it's about strength, power, health, endurance, manifestation. So I feel like that's kind of culminates all that I was just saying to you. Use your inner strength to harness the power to increase your health and your endurance so you can manifest better experiences into your reality. Oh, and you got another me. It's a bee. Bridget. So this one is Jera. And it says fruition, balance, abundance, cycles, rhythm, and harmony. So you're coming into harmony with the cycles and you're balancing things out that, you know, may have been keeping you from your abundance and the fruition of the things that you would like to have. But I feel like those things are coming into being at this time, as long as you just keep on the right path and on the right mindset. Is there any other? Oh, look at that one. It's just, I thought it was a skunk. It is a cat. And it's, Is it yours? Is it yours? I'm really not good. I should probably look up how they say these things. Yours? It says magic, liberation, rebirth, awakening, and protection. So again, recurring messages tonight. Protect yourself at this time. Know that you're going through a new awakening. A rebirth of energy is happening. You're liberating. The magic is awakening. Good things are coming. And the final one here is Fehu, which I know, because Fehu is, again, about our wealth, our luck, our abundance, our energy, and our fertility. So you're definitely going to be very abundant and moving quickly and swiftly towards that abundance as you protect yourself and allow yourself to do so. All right, so we have Chris, or welcome. Get a boop up, and we had Soul Sister. So let me go back. All right, Paloma doop doop. Hello, Paloma. Hadaba. Where? Ba-ba-da-boo. Ba-ba-da-boo. Oh, okay. Jen Witt's shamanic practitioner and guide. Open to receive, and I appreciate you and your videos on the Moon key. Thank you very much. All right, I'm going to use a different deck just because I feel like we're just going to keep getting the same old. If I keep using that, I'm going to use this one. I feel like it's a good time of year for this one. It's kind of got that, like, Halloween-y energy to it. It's from Mystic Moon Oracles. The Spirits of Darkness and Light Divination deck by Mystic Moon. She's a YouTuber. All right, so we have, am I going to take all of these? Yeah, I feel like this is the same old story, just in another deck. It says, Spirits of the Past, Nostalgic Aching Old Flame. Now, whether or not you are having, like, ache towards old flames or whatever, sometimes old flames have aches towards you, or sometimes we've, like, repressed it, or like we've avoided it, we've ignored it, we've like just kind of went on with our lives and didn't acknowledge some of that stuff under the surface. And again, that's where some of that shadow stuff can come up too, because we can discard parts later on in life when like parts of ourselves get us into a circumstance or end a circumstance, like, oh, that person broke up with me because of XYZ. We might discard a certain part of ourselves that we feel is responsible for that breakup. But I feel like spirits of the past are coming up with caution, warning, and danger. But I feel like it's just like with the sirens. I don't know if you were here. Like last night I got pulled over. There's some sirens outside tonight. I've been seeing a lot of like that type of, for a while, even before September started, I said that. I was like, I feel like there's going to be a lot of like 911 energy, but it's not like you're going to get hurt, or some people may want you to be hurt. Some people may not like you. Some people may be like sending not great energy at you, so you want to protect yourself. But I feel like it's also could just be like the manifestation of lingering things that we've never really acknowledged fully or let go of 100%, or we've taken on with. It's like every single one of us, we go through a relationship, we go through something difficult, we lose a family member or a pet or a job or whatever. Like those are the times where things come up, and sometimes we don't process it fully, and it can be past lives too. But this is Spirit of the Stranger. I feel like there is something that, like, you may not be conscious of. I feel like you're not really conscious of it. Like, you're not sitting there aching and pining over somebody, but I feel like there is something inside of you on a soul level that, or somebody else may be secretly doing this towards you. Somebody hasn't gotten over you. They're not letting go of the connection. And then we have the spirit of envy with discontent, resentful, and miserable. So somebody out there may be feeling those types of ways. They are feeling discontent, they're resentful, like they're not happy. So it could be that like it's an ex that's like miserable without you, but it could also be somebody that's just like miserable, somebody that sees you living your best life in their mind, right? You may not feel that way, but you may just be like, oh, this is just normal everyday stuff, like it's not that great, man. But they might be perceiving it. Somebody out there could be perceiving you in a way of like, I feel like they're aching and they're resentful and miserable and they're discontent and they're envious of you. So they're saying to be, cautious at this time with your energy. Protect yourself. Yeah, because this burden, hardship, and lessons. Maybe you've let people in. Sometimes I know, like, we can attract in like covert narcissists that seem like they like us, but as time goes on, we realize they don't really like us. That they're just like using us or trying to like. They don't really make a lot of sense. It's weird, but I feel like there's stuff that has been burdens that you're not even really that much burdened by. I feel like unconsciously, it's like you're not consciously thinking about this, but I do feel like it's somewhere in the energy. So we have unrealistic delusions, not as it seems. I feel like somebody's delusional, and it's not you. And I think there's a delusional weirdo out there that's like, we're just kind of like sending not great energies your way. So spirit wants you to have that attention there so you can protect yourself and transmute it and just be mindful of who you're allowing in your energy field at this time. I feel like right now is a good time and a good opportunity to cut the cords and cut away from anybody that you're questioning. Like, are they for me or aren't they? We should never be questioning that about our friends and people that are on our side, or so to say. So fertility, sex, and spring is also here, which this has been a recurring message. It's the spirit of the rabbit. I keep telling people, like, if you're sleeping with anybody right now, be careful because you might get pregnant. So, but there's also a rebirth energy. It's also giving birth to like new opportunities. So identity, vibration, and soul essence. I feel like you're healing, you're shifting, your vibration is rising. And sometimes that in itself causes people to be envious or delusional and weird and cause burdens and hardship and like not like you. They just get weird. They don't like you because you're in your power, or you emanate light, or your energy just irritates like what they've discarded, their shadow. We all do it to each other, but some people let it go a little bit more than others, or they let the way that they be like. I've seen stuff that's made me feel like, oh, but I don't harbor hate towards people just because they have something good that I wish I would have, because I know I'm not going to get it if I do that. Like that, I'm definitely not going to get it if I'm like me. But some people don't realize that. I feel like you're at a time right now where your spirit is coming into more recognition, more respect. You're becoming a leader, and some people may not be liking that. Yeah, you're at a new chapter. You're developing, and there's unfinished business. I feel like some of it's from past life, and some of it is just hidden, deceptive bullshit. Do you have a friend or somebody that you don't like, or that like, well, you are wondering, do they like me, or somebody in your life that's been like a trickster, okay, a thief, trickster, hustler. And this is spirit of masquerade, false, hidden, deceptive. Somebody around you is not as they seem. And I feel like the spirit wants you to be aware of that. Maybe you've been wondering and doubting and like, should I protect myself? If you protect yourself and cut those people away, your value on yourself increases. You respecting yourself, you're having boundaries on yourself. Spirit of gold will come in with a windfall of wealth and status. So you'll continue to rise up. So I feel like they're saying, you're at this place right now where you're rising here. But if you entertain these types of people, or you don't heed the call of like when you feel that enviness, or you like catch those little micro expressions from people where they're not really truly happy for you, or they give you like a backhanded compliment, if you don't cut those people out and put an end to it, you're going to block your blessings. Okay, that's again, everybody in the collective right now needs to know that, because it is time for innocent adventures. It's time to reset the energy and to not be worried about, is this person for me or against me? It's time for the death, the ending of those old shit show peoples that don't support us. Oh, I thought, sorry. There we go. You're welcome. Hello. All right. I'm not even sure if she's still in here. Hopefully. Oh yeah, unclear, confusion, shadiness. Somebody may be doing magic too. We have magic, psychic, sorcery, and other people that are here. This message may also resonate for you. I feel like our collective is our collective for a reason. So take what resonates and leave the rest. If this makes sense on any level, pay attention, because people could be doing stuff that's causing you confusion. Somebody may be a little shady, and it's like unclear, and it's the spirit of the fog. Like I said last night, I went out, I got pulled over. It was foggy, but it was light out. It felt like a movie. Like everything was still and it was weird, and it felt like I went into like a different dimension. But I feel like that type of energy is present. right now. Like that there's this energy surrounding you of people who are trying to cause confusion, or people who are doing some sorcery bullshit. And they don't have to be like, I have my cauldron and I'm doing this, and it's just their ill intent, their ill thoughts towards you. They're bleh. So don't entertain those people. Don't let them look at you. Don't let them near you. Pay attention to the divination, because you are going through an awakening. A new dawn is beginning here, and your luck and abundance is going to increase if you take heed here and go on that progress and the ascension up the stairway, away from the things that are lower and no longer serving you. This is the long way home. So it may have taken us a while, right? Because I feel like the people that come around here, I feel like a lot of us are empaths, we're healers, we are sensitive. We care about the people that come in and act weird. We actually genuinely care. We feel bad. We want to help them. But if they don't genuinely want help, or they don't genuinely care back, we are harming ourselves to keep entertaining that. So if you're called to being a healer or a starseed, that's sometimes a difficult part of the thing, is to resurrect through that energy so your vitality can grow, because you will deplete yourself giving to people who don't really care. They're just taking it because it's available. They don't value you. They're not, it's not worth your time. Okay? So, yeah, look at contract, promise, commitment. I feel like new people are coming in that are going to be higher vibrational when we cut those old contracts. It could be romantic. It could be, career. It could even be like at work, like family. Could be anything. I'm going to put these back in because too many of them came out. But I'm going to get her a rune deck. We got Dagaz, which looks like a moth or a butterfly, and the little symbol is Dagaz, and it says breakthrough, enlightenment, balance point, transformation, awakening. So like I just said with those other cards there, you're going through the awakening, you're going to that next level. You've been in the cocoon hibernating, and now you're going to come out like that butterfly, and people might not like that. People who knew you before you came out in rose or maybe get a little triggered because you're rising and you're ascending. So just be mindful of that, because this is a balancing point for you, and it's a breakthrough time for you, and you want to keep going up. And then we have more synchronicity with the serpent once again, and this is Perthero. I know I'm butchering these. Perthro is a good omen, fate, unknown, initiation, occult. So you're going into the unknown, and you're discovering the things that have been hidden from you, but you are awakening on a deeper level, and it's helping you to, be initiated, like discovering deeper parts of yourself, discovering your intuition. Oh my goodness, you got the hummingbird too. You said the Mune key. So you got the serpent and the hummingbird. Those are both archetypes. You got the root and the solar plexus. And the serpent's about shedding the past, shedding the skin, cutting those cords, staying grounded and connected, feeling safe and secure within our ability. But then the hummingbird is about our strength and our power. Even though the hummingbird is a very little tiny thing, it's not built for flight, it shouldn't be doing what it's doing, it's crazy. They're very fierce, and they will rise through their obstacles. Like, hummingbirds fight, they're crazy. But they're so tiny too, simultaneously. But they stop so often to drink the sweet nectar of life, like they have to. But they go from Canada to South America and back and forth. They take these incredible journeys, and they're not even like supposed to be aerodynamic, and they have to feed all of that time. But so you have that spirit inside of you, that fire inside of you that's awakening right now, and it is Wonjo, joy, pleasure, belonging, kindred, prosperity. So you're going to find where you belong. The right people and the right opportunities are going to be presenting. And you got the horse again tonight, which other people had, which is Awas, teamwork, trust, harmony, marriage, loyalty. You're going to be finding the right people, whether it's romantic and other. I feel like it's going to be across the board. You're going to be finding a lot of new contracts, or like clearing out rewriting contracts. Not everybody has to be like removed from our lives, but we might need to like revise and be like, okay, like you're my dad, I can't just take you out of my life, but guess what? We're going to revise this. We're going to have more boundaries. We're going to have more limits on like this thing and that thing that I don't like, and I feel like you don't listen to me. Like, we're going to speak up for ourselves in the places that we don't maybe do that now. And Gibo here with the little swan is Where is it? Where the hell is it? It looks like an X. This has happened to me before. Where's the X? X, 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 X. Oh, Gibo is gifts, partnership, sacrifice, fear, exchange, and honor. So again, with the partnership, the right partnerships are manifesting. And again, the right shifts within the partnerships that are already present are shifting. So put it out there too. Like maybe you don't feel confident enough to speak to other people in that way. You can write it down as if it's already like write a letter to them, or write like this is the soul contract between me and my dad, or this is maybe your parents have passed on. We can do that anyways. We can still rewrite the contract and be like, okay, like I forgive you for these things, and I can even call on our ancestors to come support us from the other side. There's no limitation on creation. So however you feel guided at this time to rewrite your contracts and to harness this energy, you are the mother. You are giving birth. Like I said, use protection if you're sleeping with people, but allow the divine to nurture, because nature leads when you surrender. Surrender and trust, and know that gentle, sensitive, emotional healing is coming for you, because you're going to be more driven and optimistic and powerful for yourself. Ancient wisdom runs in your blood. Spirits breathe with your lungs. Strength conceived from above. Work with your ancestors for sure right now. And know that things aren't a straight path. We keep coming back to things that we need to come back to, but it is helping us inevitably to become who we're meant to be. All right. So, hello, Brittany. Saw a dragonfly pass by. I've been seeing them everywhere. Thank you for the message. No problem. I am doing good. What are those people? The people that just got married, or they didn't get married, they got engaged. Her dad is dead. He took her to the beach with all these roses, and as soon as she started walking down the roses, a dragonfly came and was like in there with them, and just kept circling them the whole time that he was proposing. And all the people that were there were like, there's been no dragonflies out here. It was on the beach. It was random. It was like sunset time, 4,000 roses. But yeah, the dragonfly has been coming up a lot, and I feel like, again, is our ancestors on the other side bringing us messages. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so let me see who is next. We did Soul Sister. We did Jenwitz. Okay, here's Paloma. I cut off completely from my idea of twin flame, and I feel good, but I'm still confused. I dreamt of him last week, and I don't feel addicted to him anymore, but of course I'm confused for everything that happened. I'm focusing on my work now, but I want to open up for love without being so delusional about it. I still don't know if I was delusional or if it was real, LOL. All right, so first off, we have this chat once in a while, me and you. How many fucking times do I have to fucking hit you in the face? You're not crazy. You're not delusional. Okay? It was real. It was real. But the real, what else is real is that even if he likes you and loves you and desires you and there's passion and chemistry, that's all real. Okay? Your connection is real. You're not delusional. Like, you're not crazy. What he did on top of all of that, right? Like going off with other people, entertaining other stuff, not being communicative with you, leaving you in a place of just not feeling great, right? That's not how you want to feel. That's not what you want. That's not how you want to be treated. That's not the love of a lifetime. That's not what you deserve. And the only way you're going to get what you deserve is if you start demanding what you deserve and putting those boundaries up and cutting the things out, like I've been saying to everybody tonight. We're not going to go back on that. We're not going to, like, I was just deluded. Like, don't even worry about that. Okay? It happened. You guys are together. You hanky-pankied. You had a good time. He comes, he goes, he comes, he goes. Like he wouldn't have been, like, did you write down the list of the things that I've told you? All of the fucking weird things that he does, like just randomly comes back around and looks at your story and all, like, shows up to where you're doing your yoga, does this thing, like, and you know it because you feel it, because you're connected. You have a soul contract. But that does not mean it exempts the bad behaviors. It does not mean that just because there's that soul contract and you're aware of what he's doing and he's still weird and all of that, that we should entertain that. Because as divine feminine, if we want a divine masculine, we shouldn't be entertaining things that are beneath us. I don't feel so attached. Good. I know, but I'm serious now. Plus, he still doesn't make any move, but now I'm like, I don't care anymore. That is where you need to be, okay? And you also need to remember that the fact that he's not making any moves doesn't mean anything about you, and it doesn't even mean that he doesn't like you. We've already established that he fucking likes you. Like, he likes you, obviously. Or he would not have come and gone and done all the weird shit that he does. He has issues, okay? You do too. We all do. We all have issues. Your side of it, you want to work on figuring out where are my issues, where are my discarded parts, my shadow work, all of that stuff, so that I can heal, so that I can be better for the next time around that a relationship presents, or if he does ever show back up, which at this point, just the way that he shows up in your life and the way that he makes you feel for that moment, it's like, it's an addiction at this point, because the times that he's not there, your brain, your chemicals, all that stuff is going down and sad and low. And then he comes back around, or he looks at your story or whatever, and you get like a little dopamine rush, you get a little bit of excitement, you're like, ooh, chemicals. And it goes up again, but then he disappears again and it starts to decline again. And it's a fucking roller coaster that you need to get off. Like, that's not enjoyable. You're just addicted to the high of like when he does show up. You need to come back into self and be like, that is not what I want. I want a man that is calling me. I want a man that's asking me out. I want a man that is communicative and that doesn't have a wandering thingy that he's gonna poke into other people. I want a man that can communicate things and take the pressure off of it having to be him. Because maybe he can't be that man right now, but that doesn't mean that you don't get to have one. You deserve one. He's been doing shit. You should be doing shit, right? You deserve love. You deserve compassion. I also feel like there was a reason for you to be alone for a little while so that you could heal, but you're not delusional. You're in a complicated ass situation. Like, and that's why I hate the fucking twin flame stuff, because I feel like that adds a layer of stuff that makes it really difficult for people to, because like people already struggle with putting the red tinted glasses on, or they have different things that go on in their brain. Like they make somebody seem better in their mind. Like they make them amazing in their mind. But like in the reality, they're not all that amazing. Like, if we take out the imagination of it's my divine masculine, and we have all this like amazing like soul connection, take those things away from it and look at the reality of stuff, take him down a few notches, it's going to be easier for you to like get to him, or like be on a level of where you're not feeling like I'm delusional and I'm crazy and I'm not deserving. You need to feel worthy, and you are worthy of way more. So that's where you need to heal, is your worthiness and your self-respect and your like love of self. You need to really realize that you deserve a divine masculine, and he's not doing divine masculine shit. He's doing karmic shit. He's doing toxic shit. He's doing avoidant shit that he needs to heal, and it's triggering your fearful stuff. I feel like you either have the fearful attachment or the anxious attachment, but people with fearful can sometimes be both, like they go through both, but certain people bring out the anxious part of them. I feel like he does that for you, because I feel like most of the time you're reserved, you're not really out there. A lot of people who are anxious, they hop around, like they don't want to be alone at all. You don't do that. So I feel like you have like a fearful attachment style that needs to be worked on so that you can be regulated when people do present in your life. And if he has shit going on his side, he needs to get regulated. And as we heal, right, it's like a spectrum. Like there's people who are in here, right? They're good. They're good. Like they don't have craziness. Everybody has a little bit of like, I get anxious if I feel like someone's cheating on me or somebody makes me feel like, everybody has a little bit of weirdness in them. But some people go over on this side where they're really avoidant of feeling and they're really avoidant of conflict, and they like just shut down and run away and disappear. They may love you, they may like you, they may want to be near you, but they can't deal with the emotions. They can't deal with the like the perceived idea that you might not be happy with them or that they made a mistake. They don't deal well with rejection, and it all stems from childhood and past relationships and all of that. But on the other side is the anxious people who are like, love me, love me, love me, when they start to feel this person pull away. And they're attracted to each other because they're seeing in each other the things that they've discarded. This person that's avoidant is very independent. He's good. He's not like a people pleaser running around needing to like have that energy. And on this side, the anxious person, you know, they see all that emotion within them, those feelings within them. So they're drawn to that, but they also propel from each other. But as you heal and you get better, you will start to attract people who are also closer to that middle place where it's like we're secure in our love. We're secure in the way that we connect. So just keep working on becoming secure, and you'll get better. Every moment has a purpose and a beauty of its own, yet you are about to see the light shine on the places that you've outgrown. Boopity boop. Boopity boop. You could spend energy on a revenge body. You could. I feel like sometimes people do the best in their lives, like when they take that type of energy, like all of that focus, all of that upsetness and all. Some people go into a place where they go sad and bad and low, and other people go up and like, I'm going to fight and I'm going to prove myself. But you get to be the one that determines that and chooses that. Any recommendations on best practices to connect with your ancestors? I know meditation, but I struggle with that sometimes. Okay. One moment. So organization health, that's funny because that person's like, you should do the revenge body. I feel like getting, again, active, like I feel like you've been spending a lot of time in your mind. I feel like you've been spending a lot of time hermit mode, closed down, shut down. You need to go out into the world. You need to get out there and like meet other people and entertain the idea of like, you know, having friends and stuff. And just don't put any pressure on anything or pressure on yourself. Just go out and see how it is to be like connecting with that option of like, if he's not making a move, I'm going to be open to somebody making a move. But in the meantime, I'm going to be working on me, and I'm going to be moving my body. I'm going to be getting organized. I'm going to be taking care of my health. And that's your mental health, and that's your physical health, and that's all of those ways. But with Aquarius here, it says dreamy, rebellious intelligence. I feel like you're very intelligent. You're so intelligent that you overthink this shit to the point where you put yourself into really not good places, which is a detriment because then you start creating not so good outcomes. You have that Lyran vibration where it's like, yeah, of course he's not coming, because that's what you keep thinking about, is that he's not coming, and like things aren't working out, and you know, I'm delusional. You can't think that, say that, feel that, and expect like, yay, you know. And Chiron is here, and it says wounded healer, suffering, obstacles, past life pains, origin, difficult lessons, trauma, hurt, self-sabotage, empathic understanding, learning through adversity. Okay, so a lot of this is you were meant to heal this stuff. You were meant to go through these things so that you could heal and rise and learn what you needed to learn so that you can start attracting in better outcomes. But you get to dream into being, you know, what you would like. Use your mind, that deep probing, like to go into the not so good places, to come up into the better places. So again, ancient activation, allow for the ancestors to access and assist you. So what she had just asked about that too is to connect with them at this time of year. It would be a good idea, like if you have a windowsill or the top of a bureau or just anywhere, it could be anything. Just a little place where you can like maybe put some pictures up, or you could put things there that remind you of them or feel symbolic to your family and your roots. Like if you know what type of, you know, history you have, like a lot of people in my family were Irish, so like maybe I get like 4-leaf clovers and put those there, depending on the family members too. And you can make an altar for the people that you want to connect with. You could put their pictures there, or you could put things that are symbolic of your connection with them. Things that remind you of, like, you know, like if your grandmother was always giving you bunnies, put a little bunny up there. But you can also give them offerings, and the offerings can be like burnings, like incense for them. You could offer them some sort of like candy. Sometimes people put candy, or like a glass of milk, or a glass of alcohol. It depends on it depends on the family, and it depends on the person. It's all intuitive. I don't feel like there's a wrong way to do it. But you'll find that if you take that time to like sit in, like, you know, go find some stuff, put that stuff together, light the candle, you know, put some incense on, some nice music, and you're reminding yourself of them, you're thinking of them, you're communicating, you can just talk to them in that moment like they're there and thank them for their support. You will start to see more signs and synchronicity of them. But a lot of us, when people pass over, like we forget that they, like, you know, sometimes you just, okay, they're gone. Oh, we want to remember that they're never gone. They're all there, and they go way, 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 way back. So you may want to, like, you know, look into your chart or whatever the thing. What do they call? your tree. Look into your family tree. See how far back it goes and see what type of stuff you can find out about yourself, because that will be helping you to connect with your ancestors too, just by like discovering facts about your family. Like my sister gets a little carried away with it, but I guess on her dad's side, there's been like 4 fucking people that have been struck by lightning and died. Like, I'm like, that's kind of weird. That's ancestral. That's a curse. But yeah, like 4 of them have been struck by lightning at different times. You know, like, oh, this one did it, and then this one did it, and this one did it. But you can figure, like, so for those people, I could put down some of my, these things here. Where are they? Where'd they go? Right here. My altomosaic energy, the sand that's been struck by lightning. So, like, if I knew that, they're not mine, they're my stepdad's, but if they were, I could put that up there with them in mind. Like, hey, you might be a little electrifying. You can help me to, like, be inspired. You can help bring a spark. But this says, divine inspiration comes in an instant and was created to last beyond the infinite. You are going to have new ideas coming. You're going to be inspired. But connect with your ancestors too and ask them, like, where are these wounds from, guys? Can you help me to process this? Can you help me to figure it out? Because a lot of times it is from our family. The way that we connect with emotions and others, relationships, is we learned it from our parents, and our parents learned it from their parents, and their parents from their parents, and it just keeps going. So we want to figure out, where did it come from, that deep bond that you were born into. This can be an opportunity to explore and figure that out and see what beliefs are under the surface that you can heal. Third eye awakening. New levels of awareness are available to assist you in an evolution. Do not shy away from a soul revolution. So again, that's a repetitive message for tonight. We are going through a time of a revolution for our soul. And I feel like we're going to see it in the physical too. Syrian whales is also here. It says, cetacean, emotional cleansing, large waves of wisdom channeled through the light of an infinite cosmic ocean. So that's like the water, okay, the emotions. I feel like you have a lot of that energy. You have a lot of emotional energy. Take time to bathe, take time to shower, take time to go dance in the rain, take time to go to like a beach or a pond or a river and sit there and just allow yourself to be present, you know, and allow and ask the Syrian consciousness, the dolphins and the whales, to support you in healing and letting go of the stagnation. Clarity will shine upon you again. Open your eyes and smile with new friends. Like I said, you need to go out and meet new people. You need to do some stuff. You need to have some fun, and you need to cut the cords regularly. Every day, be calling on Archangel Michael to cut the cords and release any and all he may have missed, because you're creating more cords every time you think about him, and every time you ponder about it, and every time you think, am I delusional or blah 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 blah. But even it's I know it's there and it's okay, but you're working on it. What you need to work on more so is not focused on him. It's more so focused on you becoming the best you for you, so that if he's ever going to come around again, he needs to show up as a divine masculine. You have a lasting imprint, okay? Your imprints connect. This has been a lasting impression. I feel like it started many, many lifetimes ago. And then contrasting, dark helps us see the light. Choosing wrong helps us know what was right. So you figured out, like, that didn't work. That's not good for me. I don't like that. So now you know what does work for you, what you do want. So start focusing on what you do want, and know that things will cycle back around for you to do better each time. Like, okay, this is my opportunity to do better. This is my opportunity to remind myself that I am expanding. I am lucky. I have wisdom. You have healing and influence of wealth, law, religion, higher education, big business, and international travels with the Jupiter energy coming through with Sagittarius, which is like, you know, fiery, exciting energy, and fertile. So again, if you do go out and meet new people, be careful, because I feel like people could just like walk by people right now and get pregnant with all of the fertile messages. But fertile seeds harvest abundance. You are going to start seeing abundance too when you recognize your value and your worth. I know you've been struggling in that, you know, like it's across the board. It's now impacting you financially, and emotionally, and spiritually. We got to take back that power and say no more. Okay, so this phase of darkness will help you to see clearly. You're going to start to see clearly again. You're not delusional. You just went through something difficult. And your ancient ancestors are working with you. They run through your blood. They are breathing through your lungs, and strength is conceived from above. So call on them to support you at this time as you go through this. Every moment has a purpose and a beauty of its own. You're about to see the light shine on the places that you've outgrown. It's going to help you to find that abundance. Like I was saying to everybody else tonight, everybody out there, you're going to be tested right now. And we have Laguz, the little, the horseshoe. No, what the hell? Seahorse. Horseshoe. We got the horseshoe. Laguz is about flow, memory, the unconscious, fate, karma, and dreams. Interesting. All right, because over here, I kept seeing the Pisces energy coming through. So I feel like pay attention to your dreams too, which was another recurring message tonight. Pay attention to your dreams, but yes, the flow with the water is going to help you to untap your, like, the unconscious. Tap into the memories in the unconscious that need to be connected to. So even in your dream time, like when you go to bed at night, say, like, before you go to sleep, like, help me to retrieve what I need in my dreams. Help me to see what I haven't been seeing. Help me to bring clarity to myself and to my, like, you know, whatever it is that you want clarity around, right? Like, I feel like this can go into many, many areas. But I feel like you have the Gibo here, too, with the X. This is a gift, a partnership. You're sacrificing for fair exchange and honor. You need to sacrifice the things that don't serve. Like, and I can feel that, like, I don't want to sacrifice him. I don't want to let go of him. Blah, 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 blah. You need to, because he can't deliver what you deserve. So you got to sacrifice that old story and that old vibration and that old version of him, okay? And just be open to a divine connection, somebody that can actually support you. And if he's supposed to, he will step up to meet you there if he can, or if he's going to, if he, you know, if it's meant to be. But just because somebody resonates as a twin flame or a soulmate or whatever, a divine counterpart, it doesn't always necessarily mean that we're meant to come together and be together in a relationship forever. It just, sometimes we're helping each other to evolve, and we're triggering each other so that we can become better versions of ourselves. But whatever's meant to be will be, and you can't control the outcome. You can't force it, and the more that you are focused on it, the more that you're like about it, the less room for, like, good stuff is available for you. You're blocking a lot of things by about this. I know you're trying to let go of it, but I can feel it in your energy. It's been like, it's holding you back a little bit. And with Algas here, this is defense, courage, protection, independence, higher self. You need to be more like, I'm protecting myself, calling back your power. I'm not going to entertain things like that. Like, don't even entertain the, like, I know I make fun of myself. I call myself stupid, things like that. You shouldn't be doing that. Okay, like, really try to work on that. Don't beat yourself up like, I'm delusional, I'm crazy, I'm silly, or like, those little thoughts add up and they will make things. Okay, so here is what the hell is he now? A hermit crab. It says Othala is about home, inheritance, group prosperity, heritage, and ancestors. So again, I feel like some of this is tied to your ancestors. You have inherited some of this bullshit, okay? Like how your parents were and how their parents were and all the people behind them. You're carrying this big old shell around that you don't need to be carrying anymore. You need to heal so you can inherit the prosperity and the abundance that you deserve. And you got the bowl with the N here, yours. You have the strength, power, health, and endurance to manifest the shifts that are needed so that you can be happy again. With the B, with the BB. The BB is fruition, balance, abundance, cycles, rhythms, and harmony. So you are coming back to balance and harmony. Things are going to be working out for you. You are moving up to a new perspective, and justice, honor, sacrifice. So the sacrifice is important for you. Try not to think of it as like, like, you're not sacrificed. Try to make it rational within your brain, like logically, like, I'm not sacrificing anything like good. You know, I'm sacrificing this bullshit energy that hurts me, that makes me feel sad, that makes me question my sanity. I'm sacrificing this lingering thing that's been holding on for too long, and I'm cutting the cords and I'm freeing myself from it so I can rise up, so I can have justice, so I can be honored and respected, so I can find loyalty and victory in my life. Like, I'm silly for even like entertaining that shit, because that's not good for you. You deserve much better. Good. I'm glad it resonates. Let me see. I like that idea, Patrick, but I'm not attracting anyone. But you could be. You could be attracting people. See yourself as magnetic and attractive and sexy. Like, everybody can be at any time, anywhere. Sometimes people, like, sometimes we don't see ourselves as sexy, but like, men are weird. Like, men usually are, there's a lot of men that are like attracted to women that are not wearing makeup, that are like kind of like lit, like just in their pajamas and stuff. Maybe it's a thing, maybe they feel like less intimidated or something, but I do see that in men. So try to bring your confidence back up. You are attracting people. You are attracting opportunities. You are attractive. You are deserving of feeling good. And a revenge body should be for you rather than him, you know? I'm sure it would feel good to be like, yeah, look at what you lost. But I don't think you would even do that. Like, if he was like, ooh, I think you'd be like, okay. But that's where that needs to stop. That's the thing that needs to be healed. That's where you need to sacrifice, is the sacrifice of yourself. You keep sacrificing your own needs. You keep sacrificing your own self-respect by like waiting on somebody that's not deserving of your wait. They don't deserve that. You deserve somebody that's going to be promising a commitment, that is going to bring that contract to fruition, that is beautiful and free. And that mermaid energy is here. It's like the untamed love where your emotions can overflow, where you're not sad and crying at home alone, where you're not feeling like crazy, man. We also have Spirit of the Fae with mischief, play, fantasy. I feel like you need to go out and have fun. Okay, that's a strong message for you. You need to go out and have some fun so you can awaken this new dawn, these new beginnings, and let go of the uninhibited, shameless, intoxicated thing. Okay, I feel like there's a thing about this guy that like he comes in and he gets you all like, ugh. Like you stop seeing stuff that I know you know. You stop thinking things that I know that we've discussed. And it's like it keeps coming in and doing that to you. So you need to detox from it and be like, no, I know that I'm not crazy. Yeah, okay, so this is a return, a guiding light to where you belong. And it's going to be calm, tranquil, and relaxing. You are going to be healing and finding a true motherfucking divine masculine who is taking action with power and dominance. And also, you're discovering your social community, the companionship that you deserve, people that uplift you and that love you and support you. Okay, so big surprises, big shifts, and big changes are coming for you, but it is up to you to put an end to the old ways. And it's literally just a choice. I'm putting an end to it. And if I slip up, that's okay. I'm not going to beat myself up, but I'm going to keep pushing forward with that reminder of I'm letting these things go so that I can resurrect and have that vitality and that good energy so I can be calm and tranquil and be the divine feminine, the Mother Earth, and create the family that I deserve. All right. Boop, 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 ba-doop, 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 boop. Yeah, I'm getting in shape for me, though, and my health as well. Good job. All right, let's see. I think there was somebody that came in and said something somewhere. Divine Alchemist. Hi, open to receive. Okay, I'm going to do Divine Alchemist, and then I'll be going back up. So if people are in here, you're welcome to ask a question or be open to receive, or just take them, because the messages that are coming through tonight, I feel like it's just, if you're here for a reason. There's something that they want you to hear. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But the werewolf spirit is here for this person, and it says wild, untamed desire. And then on the bottom here, it says spirit of connections, fated meetings, soulmate, divine counterpart. I feel like, and then there's divine masculine. I don't know if you're a man or a woman. What was your little thingy? Divine Alchemist 922. I'm not even sure if you're still here, but I feel like there's a fated meeting or a divine counterpart, somebody that there's like a wild desire for, somebody that is like pretty dominant and powerful towards you, and you probably feel that way towards them. This person's like the lion. I feel like this is like almost like, okay, like this is what a divine masculine is. Like somebody that's in their power, somebody that isn't going to pretend like they don't desire you, somebody that's gonna like show up. I'm open. All readings have resonated. Female. Okay, awesome. So yeah, I feel like you're inviting in the divine masculine energy that is like the opposite of what we were just discussing. Okay, somebody that's in their power, a leader, recognized, respected, somebody that's going to be like a surprise, a big shift. It could even be somebody that you already know, right? It says big change. I feel like it's either somebody that you already know that has changed and shifted, and like they can't hold back anymore their desires, that they're like, wow, I really need to express my werewolf. And last night I shared the Werewolf of London song to somebody because they sent a song to me, and it was, I go out walking after midnight because of the moon stuff, and then I was like, oh, werewolves of London. But werewolves has been coming up a lot, so I feel like this energy is just basically, this person is, there's a big shift coming through this person. There's a big energy with this person. It's either somebody all new or somebody that's like completely changed who they were before, or they're like totally stepping into their power right now, more into their dominance. And it's going to be either a fated meeting or a divine counterpart. If you already know the person, I feel like it's not going to be too long before you hear from that person. We have autumn, harvest, midnight, and I go out walking after midnight. So I feel like right now this energy, like where I am, it's autumn, you know, it's the harvest time, it's the Halloween time. That's why I'm using this deck. I feel like this, yeah, something's coming. Some unity or wholeness is coming for you with somebody that is very passionate and driven and like divine. And it's going to be good. It's going to be nice. I feel like it's going to be very high vibrational. You're moving on into relocating into a new vibration. It's a resurrection. So it could be a resurrection for both individuals, like somebody's getting their shit together, or it could be just a resurrection for yourself. And because you've resurrected your energy, you're moving with elegance and grace. You're more poised, you're creative, you're passionate, you're sparking this light. You're attracting in these types of energies. So I feel like you've just been doing the work, okay? And this is a good opportunity to be mindful of that and know that, so that you can allow. Don't let like I was just saying that other person, right? Sometimes we let those voices and those goblins and those like nightmares be like in the back of our head and make us feel like we're crazy, or we don't deserve that, or it's like it's okay to put up with little breadcrumbs, and it's okay to like let people, you know, shit on us or lie to us. And that's not the best thing to do. We need to put a death to that, an ending to that. And I feel like right now your energy is very primed to do so, and you're like right on the precipice of having a really good connection come in and support you and uplift you. Power, strength, expression with the spirit of lightning. So more synchronicity with the lightning. Definitely somebody is going to be expressing something to you, and it's going to be fast like lightning. I just got a message too. So I feel like you're going to, like, it could be tonight. You could be hearing from somebody tonight. I feel like somebody is definitely desiring you heavily, wants to communicate with you very quickly. And yeah, like this is, you're getting the foresight right now. You have the advantage because you know. So be on the you know, on the up and up, and know, like, when you go out, right, like maybe you're going to meet somebody at the grocery store, you're going to run into somebody somewhere, be mindful of that, so that you're putting your best foot forward when you're going out there. Like, don't go out like I did last night in my fucking robe and get pulled over and laughed at because you're in your robe, you know. Put some energy into yourself, because I feel like you are very magnetic right now. And invest in a solid, stable foundation for yourself. This is the anchor. Something is getting ready to anchor into your reality. And I feel like it's going to be rescuing you from some sort of like fortress or imprisonment. You might have felt very secluded or very locked off from the world. Things may have not been working out for you so well. You could have even been like just like hibernating in a castle type of energy. But I feel like you are shifting swiftly and quickly. And your structure, your foundation, your home is about to change on all levels. Yep, because your identity and your vibration, your soul essence is shifting. So it's like you're attracting in like a higher, I feel like the clips has a clip things out, but I feel like you too, just individually, like maybe you've been doing meditations or maybe you've connected with spirit in some way. Sometimes we just have spontaneous awakens. It's not like you have to do something for these things to occur, but I do feel a major energy shift, a new vibration happening, a new soul essence that is manifesting for you, and it's getting rid of the false, hidden, deceptive aspects. So you may have been deceiving yourself and not recognizing yourself as the divine beauty that you are, or the divine feminine that, deserves. Like you were in a masquerade of deception. And that could have been because, sometimes people deceive us and lie to us or hurt us and do things that are not so great. So we start to like believe that, oh, that just must be what we deserve. But I feel like you are coming into your power, the Mother Earth, the spirit of Gaia, so you can create the family that you would like to create for yourself moving forward. Yeah, you're at the crossroads with the goddess of the night, with the spirit of Hecate. She's been coming through a lot. Call on her to support you. And you're getting out of the control or the empty submissiveness. Like I was just saying, like sometimes we allow people to treat us like shit. Sometimes we put up with things we shouldn't. It doesn't even have to be romantic. It could be at work. It could be your friends. It could be your family members. It could be anybody. But it's like sometimes we become the zombie spirit just because we're so freaking submissive and we let other people who are bullshitters and envious and mean, discontent and resentful, miserable people who want company there, take us down into their vibration. But you are ascending right now. You're climbing the ladder very swiftly and rapidly. And it may have been the long way home, but you're definitely going somewhere right now where your luck and abundance is going to be shifting. The spirit of gold, okay, with wealth, status, windfall. Like I feel like a lot of good things are about to happen, and it's going to be happening swiftly. Like again, fertility, sex, multiplying, the rabbit energy. Be careful if you have sex with somebody because you might get pregnant. Community, social companion. I feel like you're going to be meeting a lot of new opportunities, new people, new places. Yeah. And there may be gossip and rivals and people out there who want to mess with you, or have maybe messed with you along the way. People are delusional and just not nice to you. Things that were not as it seems. Like I was saying, sometimes we deal with like those people that are like, they act like they like you. Maybe they do like you, right? They like you at first, but then when they get a little bit closer, they don't like you anymore. But they still pretend like they like you. So they give you the backhanded compliments and they do weird ass shit. And they like, like gaslight you and lie to you and manipulate, and they only do it in certain ways so that other people don't see it or recognize it. So then you start thinking you're crazy and you're not really sure. But if you're questioning people in your life, that right there is the red flag. Like if that does that person really like me, then you should probably be moving those people away from you, because those are miserable people that are just going to slow you down on your roll up. And there could be people who are going to be gossiping and feeling rivalry towards you, or envious towards you, because I feel a lot of big shifts are happening for you. Yeah, your dreams are coming true. This cycle is going to be good. It's going to be a calm, tranquil, relaxing time. You may even like win the lottery or something. Something big is happening. And I feel like it could call, sometimes people don't like that. Sometimes people they're just assholes. But I do also see that good people will be showing up too. Spirit of the Dog says friendship, companion, undying loyalty. There's good people out there, so focus on them. Don't get caught up with the tricksters and the liars. Your fate and your destiny, you have free will to determine and to decide how quickly or how slowly you navigate towards those things. But any unclear confusion or shadiness, I feel like you're awakening and releasing at this time. Any endless illusion of waiting, any endless waiting, you're getting the karma, like balance now. No more waiting, no more holding back, no more blocks, no more deception. Being defensive and guarding yourself, protecting yourself, and healing. It looks really good. I feel like something exciting is going to happen. It may not even be romantic. It could be like, somebody knocks on your door and it's like, you just won $10,000 or a whole new home or something. It's something special. It's one of a kind. Look, special, irreplaceable, one of a kind. Something big is going to happen for you pretty soon. I don't know exactly when, but it feels like it could be like in any minute. Hi, I joined. Yes, I'm still taking questions. I'm just going to get one more for this person with the, what is this called? I put on a different lipstick thing tonight, and I don't like it. It's like, I don't usually wear lipstick. It's not lipstick. It's, what do you call it? The glossy shit, but it's like sticky. It was in the pocketbook that I shifted to. I changed my pocketbooks tonight. And I was like, oh, shouldn't, oh, look at you got, okay, so your runes, you have the rabbit, which again, the rabbit is all about like procreating and sex and all of that, so be careful. But birth, sanctuary, life change, fertility, and secrets, okay? So you're very fertile at this time. I do think you're going to be discovering some secrets, unlocking some new beginnings for yourself. And then we get the lion, which I feel like, again, represents divine masculine energy, courage, loyalty, like pride, royal, like high vibe, good stuff. Somebody that's going to pursue and protect and do good things. Creation, wholeness, energetic burst, harmony, evolution. So you're definitely going through an evolution. You're definitely shifting. And with the Issa, it says stillness, self-control, focus, stability, and stasis, okay? So take time. I feel like you've been in that. I feel like you were in stasis. You took time out in stillness so that you could focus. But things are going to be popping off for you soon, okay? So just know that good things are coming. And say to Spirit, like, how good can it get? And the whale has been a synchronistic little guide tonight, so... It says natural rhythm, journey, action, movement, right path. You are on the right path. So know that and trust that. Thank you very, oh my goodness. I don't know how much that is because it's, thank you very much. I don't know how, like, I was like, oh my God, but I think, I know the numbers are different for us. So because there's a donation, I'm going to put this one ahead. Oh, is it Monica? You changed your profile? Thank you, Monica. Yeah, see, Monica's 200 is, I don't know what that is here, but thank you very much, Monica. I want to get a fun reading on who I will marry. I have 2027, 28 in mind in terms of timeline. Okay. So, who are you going to marry? Who are you going to call? Ghostbusters. Which, oh, maybe, I don't know. Who are you going to marry? I want to, like, get a good deck that makes sense for this. Oh, this might be good. No. I wish I could see. Like, there's no good way for me to have my decks, because if I can't see them, like if they're not in my reach, I forget about them, and they just sit there endlessly. So I'm definitely going to be selling more of them because the closet's full of them, but I just wish there was an easier way for me to see them and access them and like know where things are. I need somebody to make something like a big, like, these are all the decks. Kind of like how I have them over there where you can see the face of them, but, yeah. I have a lot of them, so I would need a lot of those. I know what I'll do. I'm going to get a deck out of here that just came into my mind. Where is it? Where is it? The Gods and Titans. All right. It is 3 to 4 currency difference. I have like 5, 6, and I still have them sporadically placed in my room. What? It's between 3 to 4 currency difference. I have like 5. Oh, you mean decks? I'm like, what? I thought you were talking about money. You're welcome, Divine Alchemist. Thank you. All right, so we're going to do the Gods and Titans harmonica to see who she's going to marry. I got the other decks here too. And again, thank you very much, Monica. Ooh, we got Ra. 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 I feel like I'm connected to Ra because my last name's Rau, R-A-U. So, like, yeah, you know, I'm a descendant of Ra. It's just one of those weird things that, like, he stuck out early in life. Like, I knew about Ra because of my last name is very odd. I don't meet many people with it. And the only times I've met people with it are, like, they're doctors. All I have is my dad. And then my brother now. But, like, all it was my dad before. It was the only other Ra that I knew. Where the hell is Ra? Ra, baby, Ra. We know, okay, here he is. I was like, boop, boop, boop. All right, yes, I'm going to do a couple more readings, and this one is for Monica. So I don't know how many other people have questioned. The last person that I did was the Divine Alchemist. So I'm not sure. Oop, boop, 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 boop. I will do a couple more though. So just if you have like a question, put it down there. If I see it, I'll see it. I try not to. It's hard. It's hard to do this. Okay, so know that you have power and it's real. This card is an invitation to be your most vital self and develop your power. Ra is the embodiment of power, creative power, solar power, power in leadership and physical power. So powerful was Ra within the Egyptian pantheon that his identity was often combined and fused with other gods' identities. Okay, so pharaohs were known as sons of Ra as a reference of their omnipotence, and all considered Ra a father figure. Ra, as a deity, is an ancient one, but not until his 4th and 5th dynasties did his cult grow to become one of the most commanding. It was then that he inspired huge constructions, including temples, public spaces, pyramids, and tombs, most of them aligned to the cycle of the sun. Ra's worshippers created, practiced, and recorded beautiful and magical prayers, rites, and invocations of all kinds, and many still survive today. One of the most recognized solar deities of almost any culture, Ra, is the personification of the sun, in particular the setting sun as it travels beneath to the underworld to resurrect itself at dawn. The ancient Egyptians knew how much their survival, and that of all beings, relied upon the blessings of the sun, so Ra was an integral part of their spiritual life. All right, doop-a-da-boop. The shadow side here, I feel like the person that you're going to marry is going to be very powerful. This person's going to be very creative. They're going to be like a go-getter, and they may be, you know, like they may have been Ra in a past life. Because I think you've had Egyptian stuff in other lives, so you may have met this person back then and are in this lifetime to reconnect and rekindle. Let's see. Yeah, we have extraterrestrial, so I feel like this is somebody that you have a soul contract with, that you've been together with in multi-dimensional realities. Like this lifetime, simultaneous other lifetimes that are happening at this current moment concurrently, and, you know, the past life of Egypt, which is also happening simultaneously, is just moving farther away from where we are today. But yes, you are an extraterrestrial, and I feel like this is a past life connection. He may have literally been seen as Ra, and I feel like he's going to help you to express your power, because you are creative and powerful too. But I feel like this person is going to be the light. This is going to be the sun. This is going to be like, how motherfucking perfect could you ask for? Like, what's the man that's the sun. The sun represents the divine masculine. Like, you're getting the divine masculine. He's a powerful divine masculine. He can get things done, and he's a father figure. He's also into like the spiritual stuff. So I feel like you and this person are going to inspire each other and work together. I feel like you will end up doing like rituals and stuff of all kinds. I feel like this is going to be a spiritual awakened person. This isn't going to be just like some Joe Schmo. Like, you may meet him online, but I feel like this is something that is going to help you, and it's going to help you to connect with other people too that are powerful to like manifest things into your life. We also have, thank you very much. And let's see, hail and use this invocation when you feel you need to recharge your own power. It is best performed during the day, at sunset, or on a Sunday. Open your arms, stand up straight, and center yourself. Imagine the disc that is the sun. If you are outside, feel the sunlight on your skin, recharging every cell. Drink in this power and say, hail and welcome, great Ra, son of Neith. My dad's name's Keith. And loving circle of all, opener of eyes, bless me now with the power that is my birthright. I welcome you to my body. I welcome you to my mind. You who are the King of Kings, show me how to use my power wisely. Hail to you, Father of Pharaoh. Reveal to me the secret of my own power. Burn away justly what is not needed as I take in your healing solar light. I really feel like you should do that, because I feel like it's going to invite him in, and it's also going to help you to embody the power that you need to empower at this time to be like able to do what you need to do. I feel like this person is going to help you with business. Yeah, this person's like an emperor. Look, you get the Jade Emperor with organization. He's going to be able to help you to get organized. He's going to be able to help you just like manifest and meet new people. Let's see what else we have for the past life stuff. We also have chaos here with Set. So don't get like, it's not the asshole ex, okay? We can tell you that. It's not him. It's not him, okay? Set is the asshole ex, okay? That's that. No. No. He's just gonna play games. He's just gonna hurt you. Gonna mess it up. You're gonna sabotage. So get organized. Call your power in and invite in Ra, the sun god, the freaking divine masculine, or you know, because you're at the like everybody's coming to an ending of a cycle right now. Okay, so it's up to us to either entertain old cycles or cut them off so that new, better ones can come in. So I feel like you're going to have a much better cycle moving forward if you let go of those old energies and those old people, because you don't want to go to war and battle with anybody anymore. Be inquisitive for yourself. Like, this is an opportunity to make something lasting and loving and high vibrational and exciting. We also have earth disaster coming through with the past life stuff. So I feel like there may have been, I was getting like, I was getting like Atlantis, but I don't feel like it's not the flood. I was getting like a different type of disaster, but I'm sure the flood could have caused other types of disasters. I don't know. I was definitely getting it like Atlantis and Egyptian energies mixed. I feel like you were like closed in a tomb or something. We also have diet and revolution, which revolution I've been talking about a lot tonight. This person's going to help you to revolt, like to find your freaking power and to stand up for yourself and to create the life that you've been wanting to create and to show other motherfuckers that you can and be like, see, I knew I could, I can. And like, you know, other motherfucker out there who likes to come around and mess with you, you can be like, see, haha, not letting your chaos get me anymore. You're not playing these games anymore. I'm organized. I got my divine man who's helping me to revolt and have a better experience. And with the diet, it says gluttony, nutritional or food issues, vegetarianism, fasting or deprivation. Try not to focus heavily on food stuff. Like, if we feel like we're overweight, or we feel like even like either way, like if we feel like we're underweight, either way, we start to manifest that even more so by focusing on it. So like if you've been struggling, or like you feel like I can't meet this guy and like I want to like lose weight, or if you feel like you're not going to be comfortable in your own skin, like to see him like, you know, making love and all of that type of stuff, try not to focus on the weight, or try not to focus on the body. Focus on looking in the mirror and loving yourself and doing the mirror work. I know I've told you about this before. Like, you can shift the energy and the frequency, and you can create, like you will start to see more beauty in yourself because you are acknowledging beauty within yourself. I feel like you may also have a child with this person, or you could have had a child with this person in another life. And there was infertility, illegitimacy, and loss here. I feel like in another life you may have lost a child, you may have lost a child in another life. Or, oh, I have ritual sacrifice in my hand. I feel like somebody took the child and sacrificed the child. Maybe, oh, look at the pyramid. I said, like, I felt like a cavern closing in. I feel like something happened in a pyramid in another life where it was like, you probably got sacrificed too. Yeah, that's not good. But that's another life. That's not this life. But that's the person you're marrying. I don't think he did it to you. I think somebody else did it. Oh, probably fucking Set. Probably that asshole Set did it. Yeah, don't let your ex near him. Set is a douche. Hold on. Set is the brother. Is Set the brother of Ra? There's so many of them. The Egyptian god of the desert, darkness, chaos, and storms is Set, or Seth, an incredibly powerful god with many temples attributed to him. Set was at the sun. No, he's the brother of Osiris, but he's not a good dude. Like, he does a lot of shitty shit. He is a beast, including features of an aardvark, a jackal, and a greyhound. He's also considered the dark brother of Osiris, whom he killed and dismembered in jealousy. Set was the mighty lord of the Upper Egypt and Ombus, which is situated on western banks of the Nile. So yeah, he's not a good, nice dude. You don't let his energy in, because I feel like he might cause chaos or try to sabotage your connection, you know, like try to rip this motherfucker up. Boop, 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 boop. His darker energy is worth exploring the emotion of jealousy and unethical competition. Set in some myths, was prepared to win at any cost, something that is almost always destructive. It's important to accept chaos for its positive outcomes without letting it overcome your life. So if you've had any issues with any jealousy, like, or, and it doesn't have to be like, you know, like you're not murdering people, right? But I know like sometimes things get to us. Like, oh, how come that good thing's happening for that person? This energy may be helpful to help you to kind of let that stuff go. I feel like realizing and knowing like you can call on the energy of the eclipse is chaotic energy. Oh, that's why last night I didn't really want to do a ritual or like a certain thing to manifest, because it's unpredictable energy. So I feel like the unpredictable energy in your life, you can call on Set to help you to release that. This is a powerful invocation to remove you from a chaotic situation or make change easier. Set is the god of storms, so feel free to conduct this rite during a storm. Other auspicious times are during dark moon or on a waning moon cycle. So wait until there's a storm or till it's the new moon. Burn some frankincense or benzoin, or have a small bowl of sand. Have a small bowl of sand or soil close by, or stand outside, if it is not during a storm, where you can access a little bit of earth. Center yourself, take a breath, and say, Mighty Lord Set, I call upon your power, you who are the strength by my side, you who embody the fight spirit, you who are necessary shadow to balance the light. Royal Majesty Set, I know I am within necessary chaos, and I have asked for change. I walk through the desert, not knowing which direction to travel. Protect me and show me the way through. And now state to Set the nature of the chaos and what it is that you need. Pick up a handful of sand or soil and allow it to slip slowly through your fingers as you say, Lord Set of the storms, allow the wind to be at my back, the dust to wash me clean. Part the way through this storm, allow me to see what I need to flourish. And then just allow the rest of the dirt to fly away as you trust that meaning will come from the chaos that was. Okay, so I feel like your ex causes chaos. But yeah, if you focus and you do some stuff, you're going to be able to bring in a really good divine masculine that's going to balance out all that shit, all that nasty crap that you had to deal with the ex, okay? Like Vishnu's here. It's like you're going to get the divine man, okay? I feel like he's also going to have Lyran energy. I know you have a lot of Lyran energy. You're going to be very fertile together. I feel like you're going to be able to amplify abundance rapidly with each other. You're going to like boost ideas off of each other. First house, I am self-aware. Appearance, first impression, beginnings. Your first impression, I feel like you might be intimidated or nervous at first. Try not to let that be the case. Like, use this time now, knowing that like a divine masculine is on his way. I need to get myself into that power. I need to be ready. I need to be fertile and confident and let myself surrender and receive that divine masculine. Okay, things are hidden in plain sight too. I feel like there's stuff that there could be somebody that you have been like not acknowledging or seeing, or maybe he works somewhere nearby you, or like you pass him every day. I feel like there's something that you haven't seen though when it comes to this person. Yeah, you may be also having your fears kind of block you, or this person could be fearful but curious about presenting to you. Anything else about the man that she's gonna marry? Chalk it up. Feminine side, that's interesting because the masculine side was here before I started shuffling. So we got good vibes, free spirit, feminine side, chalk it up. I feel like it's just gonna be a high vibrational good time. I feel like you're gonna appreciate each other a lot. There's not gonna be a lot of that artificial bullshit. He's gonna make you more comfortable in your skin. He's going to help you to see that you are beautiful and that like you don't need to change and that there's nothing wrong with you, and all of the bullshit that your fucking ex people told you was long, like lies and just bullshit. And he's going to help you to find a good community of people that are going to feel nice to be around. You're not going to be like stressed out all the time or feeling like you don't belong. Like this person's going to help you come out of your shell. So take the shot when he shows up and allow him to, because I feel like you've been stifled, right? Like it's time to have that fling. It's time to have that fun. It is going to be like nirvana for you. It's going to be very, very good, very exciting. And he is a mysterious stranger at this moment, but I feel like he may be right around the corner. They're saying slow down, steady now. So he could be right around the corner. But you need to keep that victim, like you don't let that motherfucking toxic victimizer back into your life. because he will delay it. You will not find Mr. Right if you entertain that mother. Yeah, you will be isolated. You will be isolated. Do not talk to him. Go out and date and have fun. Get the fuck away from that old motherfucker. Don't even, like, if he contacts you or whatever, block. Block. Because then you just, like, I really feel like it's going to suspend this. Like, this could have already been if you hadn't, like, entertained that person for so long, okay? So appreciate what you learned with that person and appreciate the fact that that's over. And the answer is yes, you are going to have more balance now. You're going to have commitment and you're going to have a better experience. It's going to be like all the things that you didn't get, okay? All that artificial bullshit is going to become real and loved and supportive. Anything else about this person? He's going to be wealthy. I feel like you're both going to be wealthy. You're going to be able to share the wealth with each other. I think he's going to help you to break out of your prison within yourself. He's going to help you to see through, like, the stuff that's been, like, put up within your mind and just in general. I think he's young at heart as well, and he's a peacemaker. He's powerful and strong, but he's also, like, he's a peacemaker. He's like, people enjoy being around him. He's got healing energy, like starseed energy, but also leadership energy. But that's a good leader. A leader is somebody that you're not afraid of, or it isn't like, I'm better than you. Somebody that can communicate and lead and support other people. But I feel like action is coming soon within this. Communication may be coming soon within this. You might run into this person somewhere, or it might be like an unexpected, oh my goodness. So yes, you're at a crossroads right now. Make sure you go down that path and say, nope, I'm independent, I'm tactful, and I'm not entertaining anything that's going to delay me from having a good dude that I would like to have, you know? Banishment. Yeah, you got to banish that motherfucker out of your life so this guy can come in. And alternative sexuality, you guys may do some weird stuff. But thank you. All right, let's see. I had another donation come in. So I got Monica and then ES. All right, I'm going to do the donation one, and then I will do the one that I had talked to before, the writer magic. I always feel weird when people send money. I'm like, okay, they just, thank you very much. It's an energetic exchange, so I want to make sure I take care of them. But I will do that person, where were they? What's her name? Writer magic, if they're still here, I will do you after this one. So, do you see me marrying? Do I see you marrying? That's a different question. Different deck. Do I see you marrying? Okay, that's interesting. I split the deck and I got create the reality of your dreams. I feel like it's like, for me, right? It's up to you. I can, because there's multiple timelines. When I do readings, there's a timeline that's like, yep, you're gonna get married, and then there's a timeline like, oh no, you're not gonna get married. And like sometimes they're very far apart from each other, and sometimes they're very close together. But there's always a multitude of realities that are available to us in every moment because we are the creator of our reality. So like me seeing you get married is dependent upon like your behavior and your beliefs and what you truly want. Like if you really want to get married, you can manifest that, but not if you are thinking in opposition to it. Like, I would like to get married, but I don't think anybody wants to marry. I'm getting too old. Nobody, like, you know, nobody ever sticks around, or like, you know, like we can start to tell ourselves things that are contradictory to the outcome that we want. So when we start to align our mind and our feelings and our actions with what we do want, that it becomes easier. So I feel like basically they're saying, like, if you want to get married, you can get married, but let's see like how close or far away you are from that at this moment, because I feel like yeah. So we have emotions coming through with deceit. So emotions are heightened right now, and then deceit. This person lied and will again. I feel like you may have been deceived in this life, or you may have been hurt by people. It could have even been like other lifetimes. Sometimes we carry stuff from other lifetimes, old emotions, baggage, and wounds that like impacts us in this life. Sometimes people, they never get married, they never meet anybody, they never do anything, and it's like they're just always like that. They were just always like that. But that usually is because of something that happened way before they were ever even here. I feel like you may have some residual stuff that's like repeating in this lifetime, and there's emotions that are heightened at this time, that it's time to no longer deceive yourself and to no longer allow people who are going to deceive you. It's time to take your power back with positive affirmations. Okay, it says take back your power with positive self-talk. So that's basically what I was just saying before when I was like, it's up to you to decide. You get to create, or am I getting married or am I not getting married? Based off of what I'm thinking, speaking, and doing in my world, I can manifest anything. We really can. But this says release old emotions. Old emotional wounds are keeping you in a karmic cycle. Cry and let it go, which we just had that energy of the heightened emotions. I feel like there is something under the surface that may be hindering you from attracting in the right vibration to get married at this moment. But when you release old emotions and old energies and karmic cycles, which we all basically are doing right now, when we cut the cords from the toxic narcissists in our lives to the past, present narcs in our lives, that's when we're going to heal that unresolved trauma, and that's when we're going to start moving forward to the right people. So unresolved trauma is preventing you from moving forward. But I'm not saying that you're not going to get married. I'm just saying that if you want, look, true love will be yours. If you want this, though, we got to cut out the old. We got to, like, protect ourselves. Keep cutting cords on a regular basis. Because sometimes people could create cords with us anyways. Like, somebody, like, they think that we cut them off, or they think that we gave them a dirty look or whatever, and they're, right? That's a cord. And anywhere you go, and anytime you have that type of stuff go on in your mind, like, oh, so inconvenienced, or blah, 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 cord. And they're usually negative in the way that they come about. There can be good cords of love and support and compassion and empathy, but the ones that are not good, the ones that are lower vibrational, that come like, I feel insecure, or if somebody just like starts thinking badly about you or is manipulating you, those cords start to drain you and take away from you. And eventually they can become attachments, and attachments can become like entities or demons that are not good. So we want to be regularly cutting our cords from that energy, because basically like demons and spirits and all of that entities is like the spirit of envy or the spirit of hate or the spirit of jealousy, the spirit of like resentment. All of those things are what manifest into bad stuff. So sometimes we hold on to that. Sometimes we have those emotions in us that we need to cut for ourselves. Sometimes we're the ones that are blocking ourselves and creating all the cords for ourselves. And other times it's outside people. And a lot of times it's both. Okay, so we want to keep doing that to get ourselves into the right mindset and into the right energy. I feel like doing some bath, like healing, like salt bath, you know, like put a little Himalayan salt into the bath or take a shower and scrub with Himalayan salt is going to help you. And then senses, use your intuition and sensitivity to inform yourself. So trust your intuition too on how to protect yourself and how to like pamper yourself at this time so that you can release any residual emotions and things that are under the surface, and take your time. There is no rush. Okay, they're saying take your time, slow down. Like there's no rush to get married. There's no rush to get anything done. Sometimes when we rush, we actually block ourselves from the outcome. There's a different deck in here. So which ones are these? I pulled out toxic triggers, but there's a couple of the divine masculine madness too in here. It says decompress. I just need some time alone. Please don't. I feel like this is again like the energy that's coming through. Heightened emotions, you know, taking time out to just decompress. That's going to help you so that you can become impulsive and ready to go on a new adventure. But serene energy is necessary at this moment, and confidence. The more confident you are, the more I want you. So your future, you know, partner is going to want a confident version of you. So if you haven't been feeling confident, or if you haven't been feeling loved and supported, or you've been feeling down, it's time to cut those cords and to take that time out to heal and to take back that power and to remember, like, I'm beautiful, I'm amazing, I'm awesome sauce, I'm worthy of like good things. Getting grounded back into this present moment, and then stepping out of your comfort zone. And sometimes our comfort zone isn't that comfortable. Sometimes our comfort zone is sabotaging us. Sometimes our comfort zone is putting up with things that we know we shouldn't be. So stepping out of your comfort zone is going to help you. And then what are you passionate about? This is your purpose. When you're living in your purpose and you're passionate and you're feeling good, that's what usually when we start attracting in the right people and the right opportunities to get married and all of that. And with cord cutting, again, they are stressing that you cut cords. So cut cords daily to people and situations that are draining you. I feel like there's a lot of energies that you might deal with on a regular basis, or just you might be extra sensitive to the collective energies that are going on. So cutting cords regularly is going to help you. And all you got to do is be like, Archangel Michael, wave your sword of light, cut these cords that do not serve me at this time so that I can move forward with peace and abundance. And I can go with the flow of Poseidon. I really feel like water is going to be significant for you too. Water is going to help you to cleanse and to focus on what needs to be focused on. And I feel like there could even be suppressed rage and anger underneath. A lot of us have that at this time. That's a recurring message. If you've been suppressing anger or resentment or anything like that, it's time to tell people, like, speak up for yourself. And it's time to let it out in healthy ways. Because what happens is we start making ourselves sick from within when we're not, like, verbalizing those things that are eating us up. So sometimes you just need to purge and be like, scream from the mountaintop. If you can't say it to somebody's face, go scream it outside. You are Starseed Soul. You signed up for this. You have major obstacles that you've been healing through and ascending through. Music and dance will be supportive of you at this time as well. Let's see. Will this person get married? I like this deck. This one has good ones. Oh, yes, you got the Stallion. Break free, tame wild, strong desire, unbridled motivation, and the Rider. You got 2 horses here. Look. So I feel like you are going to be getting movement towards that goal of progress, towards your love, towards your desire, what you're wanting. But you are at this time of healing as well. Yeah, you're crossing the bridge, so find where you belong. Okay, so you're finding the home. You're going to be finding the safety, the family, the roots that you're meant to have, and you're building the bridge right now to communicate and unite and to connect and integrate, to overcome the barriers and the things that have been, maybe blocking you from that. But it's time for harmony and compromise. And then we have the Queen here with the full moon, and this is the Priestess, the beautiful, self-aware, harmonious, radiant, harvesting. So, like, there's the Mother, Maiden, Crone energy. This one is the Queen energy. I feel like this is a powerful time. That's like the right time for marriage. Like the little girl isn't getting married and the old lady isn't getting married, but the queen is the one that would be getting married and finding their home and settling down. So I feel like it's not that far off for you, that you can have this. There has been obstacles, but yeah, you're healing these obstacles, and you will be finding joy, bliss, heart's desire, contentment, affection, fulfillment. Also forgiving anybody that has caused you, blocks or interrupted you, has given you problems or distance from what you want. But the Chariot is here too. I feel like it is swiftly. Gentle, conservative, feeling, nurturing, defense, complex, resist change. Things are changing, and you might be sentimental, but I feel like the Chariot moves quickly. The emotions are moving quickly. Allow your emotions to overflow and to be released. And keep working on cleansing your energy and finding balance, knowing that things are going to come together right when they're meant to. Is this person going to get married? We have Eagle, challenge the status quo, opportunity, new hope, perspective, clear vision, past, present, future. And then with the Coffin, I feel like things that needed to be ended, okay? Things from the past that have been causing, like, destruction and just been causing delays. It's time to clean that shit up. And things that you don't need, that were unwanted and unpleasant or repetitive, it's going to feel good when it's over and cleaned, okay? But it could have been like a breakup, or just maybe feeling defeated, or loss of a job or something like that. Some sort of tower moment that caused some chaos. But it was an upheaval that is helping you to change. And it is helping you to, like, get the right vibrations inside of you, the right emotions inside of you. I feel like they're trying to get you to express the fullness of the emotions that are available to you as a person, so you can become like the emperor and take back your power and control and aim for what you want and go get it. But yes, you will be seeing a lot of, deep. There's going to be a large quantity of resources, finances, prosperity, and all of that when you make these shifts. and deep commitment, uncommon bonds, family, reawaken lost hopes, manifested the deep desire. So I do feel like you will find the person. Right now on this timeline, it's not that far away, but it is dependent upon you having those emotions expressed. Look it, and there's the ring. And also allowing yourself to cleanse. So agreement, pact, contract, partnership, trust, alliance, commit, cycle. This is literally like, yes, 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 you will be getting married. But you need to come into harmony within your emotions so that you can experience that joy and that bliss and that unconditional love. You can collaborate with somebody. Dolphins are a good sign for like twin flames and soulmates. But yes, I definitely feel like you just had to go through some lessons so that you could become more mature and established and be ambitious towards finding the right person and the right opportunities and cutting out the things that aren't serving you internally, so that when you do meet that person or connect with that person again or go to that next level with that person, you're not gonna like hinder it. You're not gonna sabotage. It's not gonna fall apart. You want to be in the right vibration to keep the energy lasting between you. So yes. Oh, look it, there's a yes card. I just split the deck. It says yes, energy, power, climax, fulfilled, pride, divine masculine, daytime. Yes, yes, you will get married. If you want. It's up to you. All right. Writer Magic is the one that I said I was going to do next. So, hi, can I get a reading on who I will marry? And I have 2025, 2026 in mind. Okay. Who will you marry? Let's find out. Uh-oh. Motherfucking set! Oh my god, girl, no! You got set! We're putting him back. Hold on, we're trying again. I feel like that's just a trick. But who knows? Maybe you know, I don't know. Maybe that's a warning that you know, be mindful so that you don't end up with a chaotic, you know, murderous man. Yeah, a lot of these came out all at once. Okay, so one more time, can I see the energy that represents the person that she will marry? I think it's a she. I don't know. Could be. Might be a he. I don't know. Show me. All right. Ooh. You just picking out. Oh my God, he came back. He fucking came back. He hid under death. He hid under Hades, the death guy. I'm sorry to tell you this, but no, it's not necessarily a bad thing. Like they said, you know, any energy can be channeled in a good way or a negative way. And we also don't know the full story. We weren't there. Who the hell knows? Maybe Osiris and what's-her-face were being assholes. So he was like, I'm just going to chop you up into a million pieces and throw you all over the place. But that was another life. That was in another life. Maybe he's going to be a little bit nicer this time. So let's see. I want to see what they say about Set a little bit more for you. And where the hell is he? Is that him? That's him. Okay, Set. He was a mysterious man. He had a head of a beast. He had energy like an aardvark or a jackal or even a greyhound. I feel like he's just like primal energy. Okay, so this is going to be like a man, okay? He also had a cult, so he's good at getting people to listen to him and direct people. Sorry about that. It was like trying... Oh, wait. Is this like... It's all good. Okay. He was... Okay, wait a hell. Carrying a special scepter, a staff of power, Set parted chaos and embodied the organizing force of nature. As god of storms, he could whip up a destructive force from nothing and as easily command this chaos to dissipate. So it's kind of like a Gemini energy, like, you know. I can be chaotic or I can be calm, but he has the control over that. And if he was doing those types of things in other lives, in this life, he may be more balanced within, like, I don't need to go to that extent. Let's see what else. easily command, and then should the energies of Set blow in from the desert, know that all is not lost. There is such a thing as necessary chaos. Sometimes things need to fall apart so that they can reform into what we really want. While we are in a chaotic space, mentally or physically, everything seems confusing and hopeless, yet we need to trust that we are simply in a place of transition. Feeling like we create chaos or can't escape someone else's chaos can be tiring and stressful, but out of chaos comes new beginnings. When we feel there's anarchy in our lives, we often find exactly the type of order we need. There is also a yin to a yang, a dark to a light, an east to a west. One is not better than the other, they just are. We must recognize duality in ourselves for maximum spiritual growth. Perhaps you are seeing chaos and not order at present, and this is causing imbalance. All right, so I feel like the person that's going to be coming in for you is somebody that is going to bring balance. They may be coming in at a time of chaos, like it may be like least expected, or they may have a lot of chaos that comes along with them, or baggage or something. But I feel like there will be a reason for that. And I'm not really, I'm just kind of kidding around with the whole like, oh no, blah blah blah. I feel like that's just the energy this person has. Like they can channel strong, powerful energy, just like anybody can. But let me see what Hades has with the death card here. Hades energy. Oh my god. I wish they did this better. Helios. Green man. He's like this one page that does not want to open. Oh my god. Okay, so the three-headed dog, Cerberus, guards the gates of the underworld, snarling and growling at anything that moves. The dog's jaws drip pools of saliva onto the cool, dark stone. Soon, a solitary figure approaches. It is Hades himself. His dog calms and submits its 3 heads for petting. The master has arrived. Hades is the Greek god of death. His name comes from the Hellenic word for invisible. This is because the realm of the underworld, also referred to as Hades, is invisible to all. Hades also owns a special helmet permitting the wearer to be undetectable. This weapon is featured in a number of stories, and many other gods wear it in war. So Hades inherited the underworld when Cronus divided the territories. His brothers Zeus and Poseidon received the sky and the sea, respectively. Wealthy due to the unlimited precious metals in his kingdom, Hades was intelligent and not at all monstrous. Although feared by man, Hades was not a particularly nasty god and looked for love, just like his brothers did. The story of Persephone is possibly most famous story featuring Hades, and one that shows death is just a cyclic part of life. Hades fell in love with Zeus and Demeter's daughter Persephone, and Zeus promised Hades her hand in marriage. However, Demeter did not agree to that match and even tell Persephone about the offer. In his frustration, Hades kidnapped the lovely young woman, taking her down deep into his dark domain. He tried to woo her. Demeter, the goddess of agriculture and the loving mother, searched the world for her daughter, and in her grief stopped facilitating the growth of production for food and plants. Everything died, and man began to starve. The gods figured out that Hades had Persephone, and Zeus asked for her release to end the famine. However, Persephone had eaten 6 pomegranate seeds, complicating the situation, and as the fates ruled, anyone who consumed food or drink in the underworld must stay. Demeter and Hades eventually negotiated that she could have 6 months of the year with Hades and 6 months with Demeter, which is why every 6 months the earth dies and Hades claims the season winter and his bride. So should Hades come into your life, this does not normally signify a physical death. It's an ending or a leaving behind, or more likely, this is not always a negative thing. Everything has a lifespan, in particular, ideas, beliefs, boop. I honestly think that, like, again, this seems like very chaotic and crazy. You know, like, oh, he complicated this and blah. Like, oh, I'm just going to take her down here and kidnap her. I feel like when you meet the person, your first instinct with the person is you're not going to you're not going to think that that's the person for you. You may not even like them. They're going to grow on you, okay? Because when I was like, not shit, no. And then he came back. He fucking came back. And then this guy, death guy, kidnapped a man of little girls, taking them down to the devil land, but he's not a bad guy. I guess. It's kind of not a nice thing to do, but I think he's just misunderstood. But I do feel like that's going to be the case, is like there's going to be somebody that you meet that you kind of like misunderstand at first. You might have to step out of your comfort zone. But a lot of people who get married and have a successful marriage is because it's like the yin to their yang, like they said here. You know, like there has to be one and the other. Like there's a man and the woman, there's the good and the bad, there's the up and the down, the black and the white. All of that stuff is there for a reason. So I feel like this is going to be like a dualistic partner that is going to help to get you out of your comfort zone. But when you first meet them, you may not recognize or be like excited to meet them. Like you probably won't be like, oh, that's my future person. But gratitude says an attitude of gratitude will transform your paradigm. So just try to focus on the good stuff, because I feel like you may delay things. Yeah, you are an inspiration. I feel like you can inspire and grow very quickly and rapidly. You can manifest a lot of abundance and good outcomes right now. Joy comes from within. Don't seek it outside of yourself. Don't seek joy from a partner. Seek joy from within. Don't feel like you need to manifest a partner or like you need to do anything to have this person show up. I feel like you being independent, you being confident, you just doing your own thing is going to attract the right person in. And say no to the things that don't serve you right now. This is another repetitive message tonight. Like, people need to be cutting cords and letting go of stuff that they don't really want to entertain. And know that your guides are protecting you. Sometimes we get redirected, or there's chaos, or there's like something doesn't work out because we're being protected so that we can nurture healthy relationships. So you may be used to people that kind of exhibit certain traits or act certain ways. When you meet this person, they may be different from that, but it may actually be a good thing. I'm getting like it may be something that's like a true friend, somebody that's truly going to be there for you, and it may feel foreign to you or weird to you. But just ask their intentions, you know. I feel like they're going to have good intentions for you, but you're going to, I feel like your first instincts are going to, like, I don't know. I just get that feeling. Hopefully you can kind of get what I mean, like just the way that these cards came out. We also have altruism, so I feel like this is going to be a good guy. He's going to be a nice man. He's going to be giving and kind, but also like loving. It's Prometheus with altruism. Prometheus, where are you, Prometheus? Are you there? That's Poseidon. Prometheus, he is a titan. And complex. You got another complex story. You might even have more than one person that shows up. I feel like you might end a relationship to go with someone else that you end up with. I feel like there's going to be chaos. There's going to be like, or there could be distance between you. Like this person lives at a distance and it's going to cause a little bit of a disrupt in my life. So at first you may be like, I don't really want to get involved with someone that's at a distance, but I feel like it's going to happen anyways because you are going to be attracted to each other. But I do feel like there's going to be something in the beginning that's weird. Boop-a-da-boop. Zeus asked Prometheus to create humans on page 111. Prometheus formed humans with sacred clay made of water and earth. Unlike other animals, he fashioned us in the god's image. The new beings became beloved to Prometheus, even though we have no fur for warmth or great teeth for protection, and we lead short lives and possess few skills to help us survive. Feeling pity for his magnificent creatures, Prometheus decided to help us. Although he knew doing so would bring Zeus' wrath down on him, he tricked Zeus into choosing a lesser type of sacrifice from humans. In retaliation, Zeus took the vital gift of fire from mankind. Prometheus knew that fire was necessary to human survival in order to grow and thrive. Art and skills like metalworking would only blossom with fire, so Prometheus crept into Zeus's own hearth and, lighting a small flame within a stalk of a giant fennel, took the fire and escaped. In retribution, Zeus instructed Hephaestus, god of fire and metalworking, to fashion women to distract men and to rivet Prometheus to a mountain. There, a great eagle would pick at Prometheus's liver until sunset every day, when the organ would magically regrow so he could relive the same agony each day for eternity. Oh my God. Heracles eventually slew the eagle and freed Prometheus. Today we know how important altruism, regard, and consideration for others is, especially in a world that has grown as unequal as ours has. In a time of climate change and ever-increasing gap between rich and poor, acting for the greater good and not just for our individual selves is not only ethical but necessary for our survival. In our modern times, we still honor Prometheus's gift of fire during the torch relay of the Olympic Games. We watch as the flame is lit and pass through. So I feel like this guy is going to be a good guy, okay? Like he's going to be very caring and giving for you. Boop. The shadow side is altruism. There would be a little shadow over a concept like altruism because it seems like helping the world is always a good thing, but the shadow side can be revealed when we choose to help others solely for our own ends or when we completely forget our own responsibilities. If we are passionate activists, perhaps it's easy to forget that our friends and family, not just our causes, need us. Also, what we may believe is the right way for all may not, in fact, be the case. For example, many indigenous cultures have been damaged by well-intentioned missionaries purporting their own true faith in a cultural way of life they feel is best. Don't become too dedicated to making everyone's experience good as you define it. So I feel like that's going to be like the downfall with this person too, is like they just like they're too nice, okay? And that might be a thing that puts you off at first. I'm getting that vibe, okay? I know that. Like sometimes if we go through stuff, right, we like sometimes people who are too nice, they just feel too nice. It's like boring, but it's good for you. It will be supportive for you. He'll be nice to you. He's not going to play games with you. He's not going to cheat on you. He's not going to lie to you. He's not going to manipulate you. He's not going to shapeshift and just like become weird. But I do feel like it's going to be different. It's going to feel different with this person. And I do feel like you may, I think they're really gonna like you a lot, and you're probably gonna like warm up to them over time and see how good of a person they are. But it is destined, and conviction, duty, fate, divine guidance. You're going through trials at this time for a reason, but you're developing like a fine wine over time, aging well. And look, unconditional love, love of a lifetime, divine union, a legendary experience, a legendary connection. I do feel like it is going to be good. It's going to help to reinvent you, and that there will be communication. But I do still think there's going to be complicated weirdness around it. Like the person may be at a distance, or maybe they're already married and they're going through a divorce, or maybe you've got something going on, like someone in your family's sick and passing away, or it's in the middle of I'm just moving and I changed my career. Like something is going to be weird within the circumstances that might delay you guys from it could be a third party. There's some, or maybe somebody doesn't want you to come together. Maybe they got a jealous ex or a weird mom, somebody that's just a little self-interested, and that would make sense for an altruistic person. Okay, so they could have somebody that doesn't really care about them but uses them because they're a nice person that's very self-motivated, and I feel like that's going to cause issues between you and this individual when you meet. But yeah, justice will be served. I feel like that might piss you off too, or that might push you away, like to see them trying to be like you're gonna realize they're just nice, they're just a nice person, but you're gonna have to give them that strength to be like, no, you can't like go save your ex on the side of the road, like she can get her tire fixed herself, that type of stuff. Like you're gonna have to make him be like realize like that's not nice. You want to be nice, that's not nice, that's not nice to me. It might be nice to her, but it's not nice to me, and I'm more important than her if you want to be with me. So yeah, there's things that you're going to be teaching him and helping him to observe, to be more resourceful, conservative, tenacious, disciplined, wise, prudent, and to see, to rise above, to see from a new perspective, to transition and to become more like you like perfect, exquisite, precise, to handle carefully, and to be more mature. Okay, I feel like you guys are going to help each other to grow. You're going to bring something to each other's life that the other doesn't have. It's like a perfect match. It's like what one doesn't have, the other does. You're going to help each other to balance each other. But yeah. I'm loving it. That's terrible. Maybe an ex, but karmic people will fade away because the divine union is fated, protected. Yes. Yeah, and like we go through that shit. I just saw the swans too, which is literally the one for like twin flames and divine counterpart. Sometimes we got stuff like that we got to clear up. Sometimes, like, in order to make your divine counterpart the best version of themselves, like they got to go through boundaries. They got to put up, like, no, they got to say, they got to cut shit out. They got to do, like, we all got to do that for ourselves, but sometimes we can help each other to do those things too, or to like bring awareness to things that might need to have that, so we can liberate and have a reckoning, an unexpected release from those things. But I feel like it will, like it's gonna go away. That stuff's not gonna linger. But I feel like it's more so. It's not like he's a bad guy. He's just silly. Letting people, yeah, look, whipped. He's whipped. You're going to whip him. Somebody else already had him whipped. Still kind of whipping him around, you know. Like, over and over repetitive stuff that needs to go away. But he will be committed. And I feel like he would rather be whipped by somebody that's loving and kind, not manipulative and mean. Yeah, no. And you won't, he probably, if you will verbalize that and he won't. You'll have your unconditional love. Unconditional love, divine union, eternal love, infinite love of a lifetime. Good stuff. But yeah, stuff like that happens. So, sometimes people are mean. All right, where was I? We did this person. We did this person. Oh, you asked, Melissa asked something? I left a question. Where is it? Is it in here? Balancing my masculine and feminine energy right now to get ahead in my healing. Can I get a reading for balancing my masculine and feminine energy right now to get ahead in my healing? Thank you. All right. I gotta focus again. Hold on. What time is it? Oh wow, it's already been 2 hours. It's 11:33. My dogs are staring at me. They're hungry. What do I? All right. Balancing the masculine and the feminine. Which deck? Hi, Sirius. He's a good boy. We'll do this one. Balancing the masculine and feminine energy. It's okay. Balancing the masculine and feminine energy. Did you ask if you had a question, Sammy? Let me know. I like, it's hard for me to keep track of all of them when there's like, you know, people coming in, especially because like it's not everybody has the green names on this night, so it's like it's harder for me to find them. Spirit of the apple, test, offer, temptation, fate, destiny, free will. I feel like, hold on, I gotta read your question again. Hold man. I have to balance out my energy, so my question is about that. Okay. Ba-ba-da-boop. Balancing my masculine and feminine energy right now to get ahead in my healing. Okay, so they have test, offer, temptation. I feel like this is like a recurring thing with you too. Sometimes I feel like you overanalyze things. Like you take things to an analytical level sometimes where you're like, you want to like understand it. And sometimes with spirit stuff, like our energy, it's not like there's like a written like, okay, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, and then you're done. You know, like there's a cyclical thing. There's fate, there's destiny, there's free will. And you have the free will to determine like your energy, where it's going to go and what you're going to be tempted with and how you're going to deal with the tests that come up. But I feel like sometimes your own biggest enemy is with the spider spirit too. It's like the web that you're weaving around yourself. Sometimes you like almost expect yourself to not know, or you expect yourself to not be able to, or you expect yourself to be further behind, right? And when you think that and you expect that, you start to create that, and it doesn't have to be the truth, because all it takes is that shift of like, oh wait, no, I'm not behind, I'm good, I'm balanced. Like, so I feel like they're wanting you to use your free will to start weaving a different web around yourself, and to not be tempted into thinking like, I'm lost on my path. Okay, like you're always being guided, you're always being brought to where you need to be. You're always exactly where you're meant to be, or you wouldn't be there. But the spirit of the lighthouse is returning for belonging and guiding light. Like, you are being guided in every moment of every day. Sometimes we're more aware of it. Sometimes we see more synchronicity. Sometimes we compare. Like, I feel like if you compare, like, oh, like that person over there, they're getting all those signs and all those things. Like, we may think that somebody is seeing like all this stuff or having all these things, but it may be very subtle for them. For myself, it's very subtle stuff, but over the years, I've gotten better at detecting it and seeing the patterns of it. So you can enhance your ability to get those messages and to find the way to do the things that you're trying to do and to come to the place that you're trying to be at. But also stop trying and just allow yourself. I feel like you need to just surrender and accept and allow, for you to be like okay with who you are right now in this moment. Like, I'm beautiful, I'm amazing, I'm perfect, or I would not exist. Like, there's a reason for me to be here, and I'm unique, and I'm one of a kind. Yeah, like, you need to rescue yourself at this time. We have the spirit of the castle. It says fortress, imprisonment. I feel like sometimes you imprison yourself in a place that you really aren't at. It's like, in your mind, you're putting yourself in places that you don't need to be. You're asking questions that you don't need to ask. I've noticed that about you. Like, sometimes you ask questions that you don't even, like, you already asked it. You've already heard the answer. I've told you many times. I remember. You don't maybe remember, but I remember. And you already know inside anyways. You don't need me to tell you. You don't need YouTube to tell you. You don't need Google to tell you. You don't need anybody to tell you, because it's inside of you, to cleanse, to heal. The spirit of the waters is here. So get in the bath, or take a shower, or go play in the rain, or go to the ocean or to the beach, wherever you can go, where you can connect with some water. And disconnect from everything and just be in the silence and listening to the water, whether it's like the tub filling up or the shower running or a trickling, whatever, the waves. Allow yourself to just be in the moment and intend in that moment to come into a place of balance. And you will, because your intention is going to create the harmony. You've been on this for a while. Because you're like, I feel like I need to be more feminine. I feel like I need to be more feminine. Now you're saying, I need to balance my energy, which is just, you're still thinking that there's something wrong. And you thinking that there's something wrong is wrong. That's the wrong thing. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with your energy. You are authentically okay. Like, if you want to be more embodied within the feminine energy, or you want to be more balanced between the two, that's okay. But you thinking that you're not is adding to that. Okay? And then, look, special, irreplaceable, one-of-a-kind snowflake. You are special. You're irreplaceable. You're one of a kind. There's nothing about you that needs to change, because you're already perfectly perfect as you are. Even when you're unbalanced, even when you're more masculine, even when you're asking questions that you've already asked, you're still perfect. You're still beautiful. You're still amazing. And the right people will recognize that, and the right people will see that and support that and love you. And I feel like sometimes, for you, I feel like you're trying to find answers to things that need to be, you just need to surrender and allow and accept yourself. And as you do that, others are going to accept you. As you do that, other things are going to manifest that you've been wanting to manifest, that have been put off and delayed, because you're focusing on things that, are delaying it. But look, journey, relocation, moving on to a better place, the spirit of travel. You're traveling at the speed of light towards your solution, towards your wisdom, to the spiritual knowledge, and the spirit of the key is here. So you have the key that you need to do what you need to do to overcome all the illusions. And literally, it's just as simple as, like, I'm just going to balance my energy. I'm just going to be mindful of what I'm thinking and speaking around my energy. If I feel like my energy is one way or the other, I'm gonna, maybe I'm gonna use some crystals that day that I know are more, if I feel like my energy is really, all disconnected, and I'm like in my upper chakras, and I'm just, not grounded, and I'm getting distracted, and I'm willy-woppy, I might get some grounding crystals. But if I'm feeling sluggish and depressed and down, I might get some upper crystals, crystals that can help to bring up the vibration. But then there's also crystals that resonate with, masculine and feminine. So you could use the rose quartz on one side for your, bringing in the feminine. Or you can, whatever one you feel, you trust your intuition, what you think would be the right one for your feminine and for your masculine. I always think of these guys as masculine because they remind me of peepees. But I also have the balls that go with the peepee. They're in my thing over there. But you know, whatever you like, and literally that's what I do in my mesa. I open up the mesa and I put the ball and the peepee on one side for the masculine, and I put the shell, the little shell with the pearl on the other side for the feminine. And that's just intuitively me doing that. And when I do that and I work with that, that's that energetic representation and intention to balance the masculine and feminine. Like when I do the healing sessions with the mesa. That's that. So you don't need to have the mesa. You don't need to have these stones. You can go outside in your yard and be like, okay, this is the masculine, this is the feminine. I'm going to put these down and I'm going to sit here and I'm going to ask to balance these energies. You know, I'm going to ask to receive what I need and I'm going to trust that I will. And then you have spirit of the dog, friendship, companion, undying loyalty. Good things are coming for you. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Yes, I overthink. I have to ground more into myself and my heart space. Yep, I'm always in a battle mode with myself. I feel I have to be a knight for myself. I'm persistent, I guess, but yes, I have to stop asking the same questions. I do want to be more embodied within the feminine energy, like Venusian energy, Empress or Queen of Pentacles. I feel being perceived is still tough for me. I will get over these hurdles. I know, but what was I gonna say? Oh man. Oh, okay. So like the being perceived thing, some like the neurodivergence, right? Like I'm pretty like I know I'm on the spectrum of woohoo. Like I have a lot of those traits, and I know being perceived is one of those things. So it's not even necessarily like your energy or anything like that. It may just be something that's like in your the way your mind is a little bit different. So you're gonna want to have people in your life that get that and understand that. And I'm sure you won't have any problem with that because many of us out here are having those experiences. Like a lot of people are resonating as ADHD or autistic or da da da, and getting, you know, like the diagnosis of that. But I feel like things that are unclear and causing you confusion at this time, the shadiness, the stuff that's like, rah, it can be cleared up. You got to stop beating on yourself so much. That's all. Just stop beating up on yourself and accept yourself fully. Know that you are perfect. Look, you are blessed. You are loved. You are good. You are unique. There's nothing wrong with you. You don't need to be more feminine. I feel like some of that comes from the like, you know, like, oh, maybe if I was more feminine, he would come back. Or if I was more of this, like I would already have union, you know, like, or I would have the one. I would have somebody to love me. But you need to love you so someone else can come too to do that as well. Because you're looking for all your flaws and you're looking for all the problems. There's nothing wrong with you. You got to fall in love with yourself so someone else can too. And that's when you're going to start seeing a fling and a flirt and unexpected rendezvous. When you start loving yourself fully and accepting yourself fully and not making it a big deal, right? Like if we're a little bit unbalanced, it's okay. It's not a big deal. And if you want to embody more feminine energy, do it. Just do it, man. Go out and connect with other people that you feel embody that energy, because you are the sum of who you surround yourself with. So if you're constantly around a bunch of people that are men or people that are very like more masculine in their energy, then you might start to act that way. But if you start hanging out with a bunch of girly girls that want to go get their nails done and they want to go to the mall and they want to do this thing and that thing or whatever, you will start to emanate more of that. But don't do it just because they're feminine. Do it because it's a feminine that you vibe with. Like, there's many different types of feminines. There's the feminines that are like, dee, 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 and then there's the feminines that are like, doo, 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 doo. Who do you want to be? And also, being yourself, acknowledging yourself. Like, you are a divine feminine. And there's nothing wrong with the way that you express it. But if you feel like you want to be more sensual or more sexual or more like, oh yeah, like pleasure time, do it. It's okay. You can be risque. You can be exciting. You can put that stuff out there. There's nobody that's going to tell you you can't. Well, maybe if you try to get naked online, some places won't let you. But it's up to you. And then the lily says established, ambitious, experience, development, achievement, longevity, maturity, sexuality. I feel like you're just maturing. You're growing up, and there's an urge inside of you that wants to like procreate, wants to make a baby, wants to have a family. Like maybe not even up here, but just like your body, your emotions, your chemicals, you know, the hormones are making you like, ugh. And it's natural, but instead of fighting with yourself, loving yourself is the key to finding that right opportunity to have those things come to be. But yeah, perfect touch. See both sides. Chameleon, adaptable. I feel like you already are both energies. There's nothing much more that you need to do. You already are crossing the bridge between both, and it's literally intention. So when I wake up tomorrow, I'm going to set the intention that I want to be more feminine today. I want to exhibit more of my Venus energy. So whatever your Venus, I think it was Aries, look into like the way that Aries Venus dress, and see if there's anything about that even resonates for you, because there's people out there that do that. They're like, okay, like if you're, for me, my Venus is Taurus, so they'll be like, okay, these are the types of clothes to dress as your Venus, where it's like they're like wearing green, wearing these types of colors, wearing this type of makeup may resonate. But if it doesn't feel authentic, then don't do it. But those are little things that you can intend. Like, I'm gonna dress like my Venus sign. I'm gonna use this specific type of, like, you know, cologne or perfume. I'm going to use a certain body like oil. I'm just little simple things with the intention that I'm like bringing more of that divine feminine through me, more of that sensual, sexual goddess that's in there that I know wants to be expressed and wants to come out, and maybe feels like it's been repressed. You're ready to be a woman. You're ready to live on your own. You're ready to have a husband. You're ready to do all that stuff. So you can, but you first, don't make it such a big deal. Make it simple for yourself. Being myself is super important. I'm not that down for online risque stuff. Yeah, I was kidding. People do that, do it, more power to them. They definitely make a lot of money. I wouldn't mind having a kid, but the man has to be worthy, though. I'm just not any random dude. Yeah, no. I just mean like in general, chemicals inside of us, like our ticking talk time things go on. Sometimes it's just like we don't even want a child. We just like feel like the urge to do things that go along with like having a child. I know at certain ages in my life, I was more so like married and committed, and the person already had kids, and I was making dinner every night and taking care of kids and going like school clothes shopping. Like, I've done that shit. I've done that role. I don't want to do that again. But sometimes we just kind of find ourselves in those places, and it just kind of naturally happens if it's meant to. It doesn't. It's not as odd as it's cracked up to be. I'm a Cap Venus. Capricorn Venus. So go on to TikTok and search how to dress, or Capricorn Venus, like clothing, makeup, you know, aesthetic for the Capricorn Venus. There's people out there that have, you know, videos all about it. You could probably just Google it too. But they'll tell you like, oh, this color theme or this thing. But if it doesn't look like something you want to wear, then don't force it. Because you can do anything. You, like, I found that lipstick that I don't like today, right? But when I found that, I could have been like, oh, this is going to enhance my feminine, sexy energy, because it's intention. That's like glamour magic and stuff like that. It's just the intention. You're doing glamour magic when you put your makeup on, because you're shifting the energy and the focus. You feel more beautiful. You see yourself more beautiful. So other people see you more beautiful. You feel more confident. And boop. So do those little things that are going to make you feel that way, and it will help. I'm wearing black more because that's the color for Cap Venus. Awesome stuff. Interesting you say Aries, because the guy I used to be into is an Aries moon. Okay. I don't know. Maybe there was something that we talked about, and it was like with the Xena warrior princess. I thought that you had like a weird one that was like battling. I don't know. But yes, you're gonna have the light bulb moments. You're gonna start having those little moments like, oh, you know what? This ring is infused with all of the sexy energies I need this week, and this thing is infused with that, and like I'm carrying this crystal to activate more. So just trust and know that everything's working out for you, and keep trying to stay focused on joy, coming from within yourself and allowing yourself to just remember who the fuck you are and that you are awesome sauce and that you don't have to change. You're already an inspiration. You're already good, and Spirit is protecting you and guiding you. Just stay mindful and practice inner peace, because that's going to help you inevitably on the best way possible. All right, so let me go do that last person there. I'm doing episode 4 today, and she is definitely like an Aries woman. I feel she's an Aries because she's into battle stuff. Yeah, my mom was an Aries, and she was a feminine flower. She's evil sometimes. All right. Where was that person? Hello. Okay, Sammy is general advice. You're welcome. All right, general advice for Sammy. The dogs are like there's one right here, 3 right there. They're like, what the fuck are you doing, bitch? I'm sure Sammy might have made his tail. His tail's going. You didn't even eat, like, what time is it? Yeah, you guys ate later than this last night. They act like they're being tortured because I'm doing something. General advice for Simi. I've been on for 2 hours and 38 minutes at this time, and all my dogs are begging for food, so I think this is going to be the last one. But you're welcome to hear the messages. I know a lot of times people come in and they resonate for them while they're here. This was for Sammy, and it says, Spirit of the Black Rose, revenge, despair, tragic romance. I feel like there may have been some tragedy within the love situation, tragic romance, despair, that wasn't really so good. I feel like you may have been hurt by somebody. Sly, cunning, strategy. Somebody may have been like not so well. Yeah, and then we got the nostalgic, aching, old flame. I feel like somebody may have burned you. Somebody may have cheated or lied, or just they pretended to be something they weren't. Or maybe you thought they were something they aren't. But I feel like you were hurt by somebody, and there's some despair around this. And I feel like it was strategic on somebody's side. I don't think it's strategic on your side. I feel like somebody was strategic or cunning and sly within getting revenge. So this may be a third party situation too. There may be somebody else that's involved in this. Like somebody may have came between you, or somebody wanted to come between you. Somebody may have done something or said something to somebody in order to cause issues in your life, or cause upheaval in your emotions, or cause upheaval in your connections with other people. But this says nostalgic, aching, old flame. So if you're aching over an old flame or nostalgic about somebody, I feel like there was some sort of strategic element within what would have caused that to happen. Okay, somebody was trying to get revenge, and it caused despair and a tragic romance. But we have new chapter, development, unfinished business. So there's still things that are not done here when it comes to this situation. Oh yeah, look at now. I'm like, oh yeah, we get the spirit of connections and the spirit of the ring. So fated meeting, soulmate, divine counterpart, and then contract, promise, commitment. I feel like this is somebody that is a significant soul connection for you. And some maybe even strategic on the fact of like strategically through all the lives that you've lived, like there's things that have happened. There's unfinished business from other lives, things that you guys both needed to heal and deal with, connecting to each other and with other people, you know, because we had multiple lifetimes, multi-dimensional reality. But I feel like this was a contract. There is something here. There was a promise on a deep soul level. But it was also something that came with a lot of burden and hardship and lessons, which at the end of the day, we're all here to do. We're all here to learn. We're all here to grow. We're all here to learn our lessons and evolve. And I keep looking at him because sometimes he pees on the bed when I'm over here for too long, especially when they're wanting food. So I'm just like, I just made the bed tonight. It's brand new blankets. I don't want him to pee on it. I will kill him. But yeah. There may even be like distractions or things like that have happened in this situation. Maybe you guys were too young, or there was other things that were going on when you came together. There was a hardship, there was a burden, some sort of lesson though. But it's an unfinished thing here. Things are unfinished, and there is something that is meant to come to. Oh my goodness, you got the spirit of envy here too. Somebody is miserable. Maybe this person's with somebody that's very miserable, or their parent was very miserable. Or maybe you've been around somebody that's very miserable. I feel like somebody, Somebody has gone out of their way to just, yeah, be like gossipy, possessive, rival, and to mess with the foundation, to mess with the anchor here. Yeah, to mess with the structure of the home and the foundation. So it's like you didn't get off the ground because everybody was trying to sabotage it. And it may not be like, you may not be aware of it. This could be stuff that was done behind the scenes, or stuff that was said to people, like, sometimes like we have controlling moms in our ear, right? Like, oh, you can't date her, blah, 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 blah. Sometimes that type of stuff happens, but I do feel like you're going to be having an awakening. You're going to have a new beginning and a new dawn. Like, you're going to be having new realizations about things that have been hindering you in love. I love your dogs. Something has changed me. I feel this change. Yeah. Oh, look it. Definitely. We have identity, vibration, soul essence, spirit of the heart. I feel like you are shifting. You are rising. Whatever was stone, frozen, delayed, and like if you were in, maybe you were in that longing energy, right? Maybe you were there. I feel like you could be shifting out of that, which is, again, going to open your heart to allow you to receive good things. Because people get stuck there. People get stuck there when they feel like, oh no, that messed up, and I missed that person. If we don't process, like if we don't go through that and let that go and then be okay again, we will forever stay in that vibration. But if we can process, be like, okay, it didn't work out. All right, I'm letting that go. Sometimes that gives it the room for it to come back around because we're no longer focused on it not being there, or we're no longer focused on the heartache and the pain. We're focused on just being good and being okay and living our life. We're not delaying. We're not causing danger. We're not like making a mess of the situation, not listening to those goblins and those voices in the back of our head anymore. So that increases our wealth and our windfall. And we start bringing in gifts, generosity and assistance from spirit, activity, movement, and disruption. Something big is about to manifest for you. There's a lot of power, strength, expression. And I feel like it's things that you're transmuting. I feel like it's internal and it's going to be showing up external for you. But you are letting go of those old energies, letting go of the confusion, letting go of the shadiness, the unclear. Maybe that's it too. Maybe you've been like confused about things. So it's like there's stuff like all of the what ifs or I wonders, under the surface, like our subconscious things that we're not always consciously thinking about. We don't even recognize it being there. Sometimes that impacts us very heavily and can cause delays or just cause like weird chaotic energy around us. But I feel like you are coming back to a place where you're rising up out of this, and this cycle is closing so your dreams can come true. But I definitely feel like a significant love situation or significant connection between a divine feminine and a divine masculine, receptive, intuitive, nurturing, was here for a reason. And it has shifted your energy and your vibration. It is like a captivating spell for you. It's an enchanting thing. It's helping you to rise. It's helping you to grow. It's giving you the assistance that you needed to go to where you belong. So it's a guiding light that was necessary for you to come into the right place for yourself. So you've got community, social companionship, clarity, awareness, and truth. I feel like this has been helping you to figure out who you are, to return to where you belong with the spirit of the lighthouse. And it's that guiding light that's helping you to find your innocence as well, so that you can have fun, the spirit of the child, letting go of the sadness, letting go of the despair, letting go of the bullshit in the world that doesn't serve us, opening back up to exciting new opportunities. Yeah, going up the staircase, ascension progress. I feel like not everything is as it seems either. So there may have been, like, you may have felt like unrealistic about stuff, but I feel like the more independent that you've been, the more curious that you are, the better you are at like overcoming stuff at this time. You're climbing the staircase towards your fate and your destiny, and it's helping you to get rid of any tormented fear shadow self. Okay, so again, the shadow self is those discarded parts, those things that we like, oh, this isn't good, and so we just discard it. But it is helping you to shift this energy of your vibration, your soul essence, your identity, to help you to awaken and to see what needed to be seen, so that you could receive what you deserve to receive, a divine lion energy, a leader, recognition, respect. So you're going to be getting respect from somebody that you respect. And I feel like you'll be clearing up a lot of burdens and things like that. Something is changing in me. Okay. Like, All right. Anything else? Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like you may have been tricking yourself at times. I feel like there may have been a lot in your mind, and they're warning you of that. Like, don't allow your mind to run wild with stuff, okay? Like, thief, trick, like, when we doubt or when we like come up with like maybe, oh, why did this happen, was it because of this, like, and usually it's like, oh, I must have done this or I must have done that, like just those natural things that we do on a regular basis. Oh, I'm so embarrassed I said that, like playing back things from 100 years ago. I feel like that is the thief of your joy and your love and your goodness in your life. So they're cautioning you and warning you not to do that to yourself, okay? Don't deflect in that way. Reflect in a new way so that you can heal and grow and put a death to that type of stuff. Because I do feel like there has been discontent energies around you, but you are awakening to a higher vibration. And there's a test here. It's like they're testing you to see if you can maintain that vibration and keep rising and not allowing those unclear confusions to come in and mess up your foundation in your home. You are awakening and ascending so you can have justice, balance, and karma that is cleared up and enjoyed. So yeah, sometimes it's good to be delusional too, like in the good way of like expecting it to be amazing. Everything's working out for me. I'm like the creator of my reality. Nothing is ever wrong, you know? Like people say, fake it till you make it. So if you start to catch yourself going to a negative space, try to do the opposite. And these are two that we've also had tonight many times. The little guys. We have the seahorse with the lagoos. And that is flow, memory, the unconscious, fate, karma, dreams. So yeah, I feel like a lot of this stuff is in the unconscious. Like you may not be conscious of it, but it is shifting you. Pay attention to your dreams if you remember your dreams. You may be able to tap into the memories of your dreams right now because we are in the Pisces energy. They say if you get a pen, paper, like a little journal beside your bed with blue ink is a good one to use. When you wake up in the morning, just try to write anything that you can, kind of like even how you feel. And like the more that you do that, the easier it becomes over time for us to start recalling more of our dreams. And there's another thing people can do. It's like before you go to bed at night, fill up a glass of water and intend that it's going to collect all of the memories of your dreams so that when you wake up in the morning, you drink that cup of water, you're drinking all of those memories and all of those dreams so that you can start to understand them and have the awareness of them. And then the little bull over here, or yours, is strength, power, health, endurance, manifestation. I feel like you are going to be seeing some good stuff. You're coming into the leader time. And you got a wolf. We didn't see the wolf from anybody else tonight. The Riaz is protection, passion, male potency, defense, and conflict. Yeah, there's been some conflict and shit up and around your place. But I feel like some of it was... Honestly, anything that we have in our lives is usually because of us. Like, we attract it in some way, whether we consciously did it or unconsciously did it, or if we have allowed for things to get to that type of place, or it's because of a past life, or it's because of somebody that we had. But I feel like, yeah, like you may fear things that are causing things to happen around you. And I do feel like it's clearing up, okay? But protection is available for you. You can defend yourself from the conflict. But it says you and your lover fear being hurt again. Try not to let fear stop you. You may have been lied to. You may have been deceived by others. Try not to expect that other out of everybody, because not everybody is going to do that. Clear out the old energies. Get back into the present moment. Don't avoid the truth. It says avoiding the truth. Remember who you are and release any low emotions or low vibrations. It's time to, it's saying move on. Don't look back. You're not going that way. So just keep looking forward and stepping out of your comfort zone. Saying no is a full sentence. You don't have to explain yourself to anybody because boundaries are necessary. I feel like you got to stop people pleasing. You got to stop letting people take advantage. Stop letting that conflict, because sometimes that's a conflict within us. Is like we're doing shit we don't want to do. And we're doing it for people that aren't even like grateful for it or whatever. It's like, sometimes that sucks, right? So don't do that to yourself. And then afraid to love again is here too. Another time. So you may be afraid to let people in because sometimes you may get hurt by people, but just ask for people's intentions and pay attention to the red flags when you deal with them. If you've dealt with one bad person, after a while, you're like, okay, I can recognize the signs. I can see when someone's running from the truth. I can see when someone's breadcrumbing, or, you know, somebody's lying or playing the game. Meditation will also help you to keep your mind in a good place and to keep your expectations in a good place. But boundaries are definitely needed, and more mindful time is needed so that you can affirm back your power and create the reality that you would like to create by remembering who the fuck you are and what you deserve, and to know that you will meet the divine love when you release all the karma. So taking your power back and getting that divine union, but not rushing, right? We're just going to do it on a tranquil time, allowing ourselves to go to where we're guided to go, where we're passionate. What are you passionate about? That is your purpose, and your guides are protecting you. Keep cutting your cords, and know that you are going to have a catalyst towards divine love as you move on from the past and the things that haven't served you, and the conflicts and the lies, and things that were just not good. Anything else? I don't wait for anyone who isn't ready for me anymore. Yes. Fuck those motherfuckers. With past life, you have torture industry. Oh my goodness. I feel like you were one of these types of people, and people tortured you with your own freaking things. Like you were a local artisan with these types of tools, and people, that's how you died in a past life. It's unrelated to this other stuff, but yeah. Sorry about that. That might be causing some conflict in this life. Also, you have romance. True. Wow, maybe it was this person. We have romance, true love, star-crossed love, unrequited love, and love of convenience. This is messed up, man. This is messed up. Make sure that you just are mindful when you let people in. Execution. Yeah, I feel like somebody has, like, betrayed you a lot in many lives. It is not just like a one-time thing. People have betrayed you. Snitch executed. Like, they got the thing there to hang people. But this guy. Yeah, and then banishment with exiled. I feel like you've been let down a lot by people. And so it might be hard for you to let people in. And you might not want to let other people down. Yeah, you've been swindled by others. I feel like you've been tortured. I feel like, I just kind of feel like it feels like torture to deal with people sometimes. Not everybody, but some people. But you do have the magic available to heal and to grow and to overcome any of that bullshit. But yeah, you are an old soul from this past life deck too. It says, full of depth and wisdom, not much of a childhood lived, many, many lives. So, and then twin flame. Chaser runner dynamic, imbalanced relationship, karma, attachment, love language. I feel like you've been through a lot of lives. You've been through a lot of shit. Some of it is like culminated in this lifetime. It's impacting your love life. It's impacting yourself. It's impacting your mind. You have royal energy. You can break out of that prison. You can break out of those old energies and those old stories. Like you said, like something shifting. Keep allowing yourself to rise up and to walk away from things that don't bring you peace. But keep trusting the aha moments to guide you to where you need to go. Maybe it's to an island far away, but it is bringing you to your happiness. Trust what your gut is calling you to do. And just be, good to yourself. Love yourself. Third party whip, arguments, fighting, abusive, tense, painful. I feel like somebody has definitely, like, there may be somebody, like, you may have been hurt by somebody, or something might have went down in your life, or I don't know, but there's been some fucked up shit. And I feel like there may be a case where it's like you're not even fully aware of how, like, of somebody that you might not realize is also a part of, like, the despair and the not good and the fighting and the abuse, the painful anger repeating over and over again. Another person's involved, someone else's influence, an outside party, a rival, a love triangle, a stranger. I feel like somebody has been, like, trying to mess with you, and you need to protect yourself from that. Keep yourself, yeah, there's a fucking snake, man. Deception, jealousy, betrayal, backstab, toxic, silent treatment, seduction, sexuality. Somebody's been doing some fucked up shit, and I don't know. Maybe you know who it is, but I feel like it's caused you a lot of upset emotions. Could be a woman, or you are the woman. I feel like things will work out for you, though. Things are getting better for you. Just keep connecting with the right people. Don't let this type of shit mess with you. But you are going to have happy, harmony, beauty, contentment, reconciliation, and love with a good man. So keep going out into the world and meeting the right people. And just be diligent about protecting yourself, because I feel like there is somebody that has it out for you that you may not even realize has it out for you. Yeah. But you are very magnetic at this time. Use your high priestess intuition to guide you, and know that things are working out for your highest and best. And I'm going to go feed my dogs. So thank you, everybody. I think I might be back tomorrow night. I'm not sure. Yeah, you are the phoenix. You're rising like the phoenix as you take that next level commitment to yourself, go through this death transformation process, and that's going to bring you to the right agreement with the right people, with the right contracts, because you are the magician. Awesome sauce. Transformation. All right. I'm going to go. I might be back tomorrow night because I got to go live for I go live for the Patreon people, which when I'm with the Patreon people, it's only like a couple people. So like they get like my full attention for like 2 hours. But I might go live tomorrow night at 9. I had scheduled it for that and then it ended up here tonight by crazy. But we'll see what happens. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for the donations. I will see you again soon. In Moon, namaste. Oh my God, 3 hours. 3 hours.